compare that City front with the
PSG front that they have now,
it should tell you that they are in for trouble.
Obviously.
So even though I want Arteta to win, I think that selection and the intent,
you smell doom.
Terrible. How are you going to play all these mascara who has not played any game all season, and you throw him in this final? And guess what? This is an attack. This is a Guardiola product. Overthinking again, and overthinking will sink him.
Hey,
just
Charlie.
like
in-depth analysis.
I mean.
All right, sure. Where do you think this game will be won from? If it is on Luis Enrique's side or Arteta's side, where do you think this particular game will be won from? From the defense, the midfield, or the attack?
So look at it. There is creativity all in that middle for PSG.
Okay.
Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz.
Yes.
Right. Jav Neves. I don't want to even talk about the
Dembele, the fullbacks as well. Hakimi,
dropping into
and
the
then Nuno Mendes as well. Yeah.
I don't want to even talk about that. But look at that middle of Arteta.
Declan Rice, Odegaard, Luis Kelly. Sorry.
Come on, terrible.
Well, he wants to play the inverted.
You have your captain, all experienced captain, on the bench.
Wow.
In games like this, you need to throw in your captain who has played all the tough matches and all the games.
I think you need to listen to your comrade. He says he has already lost, so he has accepted the loss.
I think that it will be a tough night for Mikel Arteta.
A tough night for Mikel Arteta.
That middle selection is terrible.
Okay, on the fact that you want Arteta to win anyways, in as much as you think it's going to be difficult, what do you think is the best result for him in first 90 minutes? Or the 90 minutes, I should say.
I think that if Arteta some way, somehow, a first goal through any terrible mistake of PSG, it's game over. It's not going to concede.
So if Arsenal score first, they have the upper hand. Obviously, it's game over for PSG.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
But if they don't score,
then they are in for trouble.
The first 45 minutes, they will load like the way Bayern load.
See, it's quite funny, but it's very, very realistic as well, because when you move against a team like PSG, no matter the onslaught of defense that you have, trust me, they have a way to find around yourself. Let me just talk to, say, you look very solemn. Looks like you are, I don't know why, but I need to predict. You are an Arsenal fan who is not liking what is going on. Your look alone has exposed you. Your look alone. What is going on, say?
Okay, so I drove from Adenta to this place to watch Arsenal win.
Yes.
I've never seen Arsenal win the Champions League before, so I think today must be.
You think today must be the day?
Oh, yes.
That's why you drove all the way from Adenta to Aburi Gyankama,
Sure.
Arrow's Kitchen and Lounge to get this particular win.
Exactly.
But you don't look confident. I don't know, for somewhat, I feel like you are not confident enough.
I saw what happened to Inter last year, and I'm praying.
You are praying the same thing that happens to Inter last year doesn't happen to you. But you have the best defense in the Champions League.
I know. Inter had the best defense too. They were good, but
oh, so you mean Inter also had the best defense in that particular season? And they were beating 4 or 5 goals.
Yep.
Oh, Charlie. We'll win. I need some energy from the Arsenal fans. Okay, let me do this one. Arsenal, say yeah. Yeah, that's a film gag. Arsenal, say yeah. Arsenal, yeah. Arsenal, yeah. We'll take this one like that. We'll take it like that. Energy, energy. On this one, PSG, oh say yeah. Hey, yeah. PSG, oh say yeah. PSG, oh, yeah. PSG, oh, yeah. The general, this energy is somewhat very, very, very anticipating this particular game. Trust me, I want PSG to win. But it looks like it's not going to be easy at all.
The people that are supporting PSG, please ask them a question in French.
Okay.
In French. Let's see whether they can speak.
Charlie. They say those who are doing PSG agenda. I want to ask you a question in French. Because at this point, we cannot understand you. Like, what's all this? You cannot have Arsenal fans have their peace. Like, you cannot just allow this man to food sumptuous meal from Arrow's Kitchen in peace and win a cup. Why? Why do you think Arsenal fans are hated so much in this particular seed? They say you talk too much.
No, you see, we are loved by great people, not ordinary people like Chelsea fans.
Sir.
They are ordinary people. You see,
but why is it that you didn't mention any other team but Chelsea? As a Chelsea fans, there you would every day and day on your case. So,
so you see, if you go to England right now, the Prime Minister now free to air.
Hey, Charlie.
So Chelsea have won 2 Champions League. None of them was free to air. So you see how the hatred is coming from.
Hey, Charlie.
We are loved by many.
You are loved by many.
Hated
by few, loved by many.
The queen herself, they all support us now.
See, I'll tell you something. In Accra, we call something fanfooling. I don't know whether you go do it here. But we are professional fanfoolers. So we are professional fanfoolers. I will ask you this question, you answer. First up, I'll be back. Oh, if you drink ghost, I'll not spare you. Are you the general, the one and only Kosifiaka, a billionaire journalist? Over to you, sir.
Absolutely amazing stuff. Kobe Perry MC sample their opinions right here at the Arrows Lounge, and we are about to get into the game in exactly 8 minutes or so. No, 7 minutes or so. The die will be cast at the Puskás Arena in Budapest. Who will be more hungry for this one? Nana Kwame.
I honestly think that in this case, Arsenal wants it more. But the reality is they may not get it. The chance, or the odds are highly against them with this lineup of the team. Now I'm speaking solely on today's lineup. I mean, I don't want to do history FC. I mean, we saw what Inter did last season. Inter were one of the best teams in the Champions League, but we saw what happened. So I think Arsenal need it more, but it's going to be a PSG win.
It's going to be a PSG, Raymond. 6 minutes to go. Where will this game be won and lost?
I think that for Paris Saint-Germain, their work is well cut out for them. They know how Arsenal are going to set up. They know Arsenal would play without the ball. They know how dangerous Arsenal can be without the ball. They would have the lion's share of the ball. They must pick their moments. They must find a way to take advantage of the chances they would create. Now in this game, if there's going to be a player standing in between PSG and victory today, it's going to be Raya. If Raya doesn't have a good game for Arsenal in post, I don't see how Arsenal are going to get away with the trophy. But if you ask me, first 20 minutes, if Arsenal concede a goal, it's going to be a long night for them.
It's going to be a long night for them, and it is going to be an amazing night of European football. And we are live right here at the Arrows Lounge inside Aburi Gyankama. The game is about to kick off. Players making their way onto the field. Thierry Henry, Arsenal legend, has his hands on that trophy. Then again, what will the ribbons be tonight?
There's a different element to this.
Oh, and Preston Kipembe as well. So a PSG legend and an Arsenal legend. So 2 Frenchmen.
So there's a different aspect to this. I feel like this is also Arsenal's year. The stars are aligning for Arsenal. I know the lineup doesn't look very encouraging, but I will still stick to my prediction of I think Arsenal will win this 1-0. I don't think it's going to be as open as people think. I hope. I may be wrong. I'll probably be wrong, but I'm going to stick out my neck for Arsenal fans today. And say I don't know how they are going to do it or who's going to even score. I have a feeling Arsenal can. I feel like this is their year. This is their year.
This is their year. Quick predictions. What do you think the top be?
I've been screaming 3-1 the entire week, so I think I'll stick with 3-1. 3-1 to PSG.
3-1 to PSG, Raymond.
Well, I think PSG are going to win, and Arsenal will try to make it difficult for them. 2-1 possibly. Arsenal scoring late in the game.
Arsenal scoring late in the game, and the die is cast very soon. It will be kick-off time in exactly 3 or so minutes. Luis Enrique would like to do this back to back. But one incredible job he's done at PSG.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job, and I think every single time he does a good job on the field, the pain goes to London, because certain 5 sporting directors passed up on what could have been them. You know, so every time he succeeds, the pain goes all the way to the Chelsea blue. So I mean, he's done a phenomenal job with PSG. He's about to, he's on the brink of going back to back in the Champions League, something that not many have done. In fact, only Real Madrid hold that honor.
Only Real Madrid pull that honor. And come at the time, come at the hour. And tonight, beneath the glowing lights of Budapest, where history waits with bated breath, two destinies will collide. One side, Paris Saint-Germain, the reigning kings of Europe, sculptors of flair, a symphony of speed, skill, and ruthless ambition, chasing immortality, hungry to write their name in gold once more. On the other side, the Arsenal, reborn, resilient, and relentless, a club carried by belief, chasing a dream that has danced just beyond their fingertips for generations. Their first taste of European glory might just be on the horizon. This is more than a match. It is artistry versus discipline, fire versus steel, the continent's fiercest attack against the most unyielding defense.
Yeah.
From the boulevards of Paris to the red hot beach of North London.
That's right.
Millions hold their breath because nights like these do not come often. They define eras. Heroes will rise, legacies will be forged, and when the final whistles come through, only one will stand alone at the summit of Europe. This is it. This is the UEFA Champions League Final between Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain. The teams line up, the die is cast in a little bit. The ball will be kicked, the first ball will be kicked, and we will take you through all the action right here on Sporty 106.1 FM from the Arrows Lounge at Aburi Gyankama on the top of the hill. Would Arsenal topple down the hill, or PSG would go up that hill once again? We will find out in exactly 90 minutes who will come up on top. The Parisians with arguably fluid midfield in Europe. Arsenal with the meanest defense. Who come up strong? Who will come up? Nana Kwame, will it be the mean defense or the fluid midfield?
May the best team win.
May the best team win. And the men in the middle are waiting to officiate affairs, Raymond.
Because I think the game is going to start with PSG finding the net very early. And that could throw the Arsenal team out through the window. Arsenal will now have to figure out how to survive in the game. And that could hand the game straight into the hands of PSG. I think we are going to see a very, very early goal. And PSG could just score that.
And they'll have to get past Raya if they have to do that, because he starts in post. Hincapié, Gabriel Saliba, Mosquera in a back four for Arsenal. And Luis Kelly, will he be mouse off the face, or Rice will rise up to the occasion? Trossard, Odegaard, and Saka, other men up front, and Kai Havertz would want to relive history. Like he did for Chelsea in 2021. Can he do it? On the bench, Aris Amalaga, etc. Would be lining up. And for Paris Saint-Germain, the man that would have to do the business, it will be Sofanov in post, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho, and Mendes in a back four. Joao Neves, Vitinha, and Fabian Ruiz would be the midfield anchors. Up front, Desiree Doué, Ousmane Dembele, and Krivisia Kvaratskhelia will be the men. And the Budapest Arena is in full force. The voices are rising to unbelievable decibels. My PSG fans, are you in the building? Are you in the building? My goodness, you there? Amazing fun stuff. And it is upon us right about now. And we will bring you all the action from the Pushkas Arena. And Nia Quay, the sportscaster, will be joining us pretty shortly. Eustace, let's look into your crystal ball. What kind of game are we looking at?
Well, Arsenal will suffer for long periods. They will be very, very defensive against a very enterprising PSG side. I'm expecting the pressure to be on very early. Arsenal will, of course, go for the long balls and try to hit PSG on the counter-attack. Do they have the outlet? Do they have the right channels? The next few minutes will tell the tale. And hopefully, Arsenal can't contain them, because if they don't and they concede a goal in the first 15, 20 minutes, it's going to be an avalanche.
Amazing. But game has started. Arsenal concede. PSG concede the first infringement right on the byline. Luis Enrique in pensive mood. He knows how it feels like to win this. And Hakimi up against Trossard. That surely will be one of the battles for the game, Eustace.
Well, on paper, it looks that way. But with how fluid PSG are in attack, you would expect Hakimi to vacate his natural right-back position. I'm sure we'll see him on the transition. We'll probably find him on the right wing. We'll probably find him in the number 10 role. It varies based on how Luis Enrique sees this. It's going to be a very, very tactical game. And of the two managers, I do believe that Luis Enrique will come out on top.
Arsenal set piece chance. Launch a long one forward. Can they get a ball into the box? The header goes in. And PSG will watch that roll up to Sofanov, who will watch a roll off the line. But now, Kwame, how crucial will set pieces be in this game? Arsenal, Mikel Arteta said, listen, he prefers the choreographed moments. Will a choreographed moment decide this game?
I mean, it's no secret that Arsenal rely a lot on set pieces. I mean, we call them corner FC, and we even see them, the fans sometimes celebrate when they have a corner because it's almost equal to a penalty in their book. So yes, set pieces are going to be a major turnaround in this particular game. We've seen the likes of Declan Rice put 2 goals through a set piece. He does really well with all those set pieces. So I think he's going to play a major role in this game.
Amazing. Arsenal looking to press from the beginning. Ball at the back. PSG being very patient. And just look at the Arsenal press. Incredible press from Arsenal. Perhaps they sense a mistake in that defense.
Yeah, and this is what I was saying. Look, Arsenal are very, very good without the ball, and PSG will not give them the ball. So at the end of the day, everybody's playing to their strengths. You mentioned about set pieces and all that. I think that's one of the reasons why Kai Havertz is in this game, because look, these two teams have been playing the same way that they've been playing. That has brought them success. Both of them are champions of their respective leagues, and they are not going to change. So at the end of the day, hopefully Arsenal's strategy is that they stay in the game long enough to be able to get some of those set pieces and put them away.
Amazing. I mean, Arsenal are defending from the front. Look, they've committed a lot of men forward, and they are preventing PSG from playing their game. I mean, what would it take? What do you think Enrique has to do if he used to surpass this Arsenal press?
I mean, you can see someone like Nuno Mendes far up have vacated his left side. Is very vacant. You can see that there. And Arsenal, like you said, are defending from the front. I think the difference in this game is going to be the wing backs for PSG. See where Nuno Mendes is. See where Hakimi is. See where the midfielder is. It's just a clear tactics over here. He's free now. You see what I'm talking about? So the wing backs are going to play a major role in this particular game. Nuno Mendes is high up, and he's going to take advantage of the player that Arsenal have. Yes, exactly. Arsenal have pushed some players up, and Nuno Mendes is going to take advantage of that. It's very clear.
Amazing. But we all expected Arsenal to sit back. But instead of sitting back, they are looking to press PSG from the very front. And it seems to be working for them so far, Winston.
No, this is the game that we expected from Arsenal, to literally sit back and catch them on the counter. I think they are a team that's well built for that. And so far, they are doing it quite well. You can clearly see PSG are not finding ways in the midfield. Arsenal has loaded most of the midfield with their wingers, who have now turned that midfield into a 5 instead of a 3. So at the end of the day, you have 3 players playing against 5 Arsenal players in the midfield, and that's making things a lot more difficult for this PSG team.
Amazing. Fabian Ruiz is given for throwing that ball away. It's probably going to be a yellow card. But I mean, PSG needs to find an antidote. Arsenal seems to have started some good tactical prowess.
Well, it's not deploying the tactics, it's keeping it for the entirety of 90 minutes that will make the difference. It's a high tempo game, obviously energy sapping. Remember, PSG themselves will press high up when they have the opportunity. So how can you build up from the back? You have to find a channel. The transitions will have to work for you. And Arsenal have
Arsenal with an opportunity. Kai Havertz. Can he find a ball into the box? He shoots. And Arsenal have the lead. The man who comes up trumps in finals has given Arsenal the lead. Kai Havertz, one mistake, and we said it.
I said it. And this is what I said. Remember, I told you Marquinhos. I told you that there's a weakness in this PSG team. That's what I was telling you early. That when you put him one-on-one with a striker, Marquinhos will be found wanting. I said it. Putting one-on-one with that Marquinhos, there are frailties in this PSG setup. And that has just exposed it right there.
But listen, it looks like history is repeating itself. I mean, Kai Havertz in finals, in this position, will score. And he's indicated Mikel Arteta starting him. But great strike from
that was Arsenal's plan all along. On the counter-attack, he gets it left-footed, and he slots it into the roof. Safonov has no answers. And just look at that. A lucky ricochet of Leandro Trossard. Is VAR going to look at that for a handball in the build-up? But Kai Havertz was clinical in that moment. It was a ball to one. I don't think that handball stands. But Arsenal have gotten themselves exactly where they wanted. Now they can shape up defensively and hope to hit PSG every single time on the counter-attack.
Yeah. Yes. Look, I mentioned it. Look, this PSG side, and I know a lot of people want to be on PSG side, but there are frailties in this team. And that is a clear example. I knew Arteta had a plan. And look, his plan is working to perfection. He's clogged down midfield. PSG cannot play. Remember what I told you? PSG and Arsenal are terrible when they have the ball. They are very good without the ball, and PSG will not give them the ball. And that is what Arsenal have relied on, and they've capitalized on it perfectly. Perfectly. And you see why Kai Havertz is playing ahead of Gyökeres.
Absolutely. And he's got experience. He's been there, seen it, done that. And he's given Arsenal the lead with what is a brilliant finish. And Anakwame, any way back for this PSG team now?
Oh, it's still in the first half, very, very early in the first half. PSG have to find a way to settle down and break this Arsenal high press. And I think PSG has a chance to come back and eventually win the game.
Anakwame thinks PSG have a chance. But Raymond, I mean, okay, tactically so far, spot on from Arteta.
Well, I think that he's done the very simple things. He's put a lot of pressure on PSG, trying to force them not to play, trying to get them into very difficult positions where they can't move the ball as expansively and freely as they would want. And it's actually worked for them. One chance, one goal. And Paris Saint-Germain looked a bit rattled, but they would have to calm down. You know, in games like this, when you concede the early goal, it throws the entire team talk out through the window. And so it's going to be a very difficult game for PSG at this point, because they would have to now chase the game. And Arsenal would rely a lot more on the counter-attacking game to find a way to get more goals. It's, you know, PSG have put themselves in a very difficult situation, but you can trust them to come back into the game.
You talk about the fact that, listen, this game will be decided on errors. But PSG with their own stride forward. But Arsenal look very, very organized defensively.
Look at that recovery.
Ball goes into the box.
Look at that recovery by Arsenal. Look at everybody's running back.
Absolutely. And Arsenal with the win in their sails now. PSG are rattled. And Hakimi will win that ball from Arsenal. And but then again, you talk about weaknesses, and it is one of those weaknesses. In the summer, should PSG look to bring another centre back? They brought in Zabrani.
Yeah.
He doesn't get a look in.
Yeah, absolutely. I think PSG have maxed out Marquinhos. It's time for them to move on from Marquinhos. I think he's done what he needs to. It's time for them to strengthen that position, because they can't continue this way with a player who's in the twilight of his career. That they brought in Zabanya, and I'm very shocked that Zabanya has not had a look in. He was a very, very good defender in Bournemouth. In fact, Dean Holston got all the hype, but it was Zabanya who I knew was the stalwart in that defense. But you know, there are some rumors as well that there are some chemistry issues, because obviously the PSG goalkeeper is Russian, Zabanya is Ukrainian. You know, there are a lot of political issues between the two of them. So maybe some of these things are the reasons why Zabanya has found himself out of the team.
Arsenal with another win on the ball. But then again, they look so organized. But we are still live here at the Arrows Lounge. Charlie, you want to enjoy your game with a drink. And the food is absolutely amazing as well. And Charlie, it's great prizes right here. So grab yourself something to eat. Arsenal fans are in high spirits. They are waiting. But they feel they've won the Champions League already. PSG with the ball on the edge of the box. Can they rattle this Arsenal team? But Eustace, this Arsenal team is so organized.
Well, because this is a dream position for them. In the first 10 minutes, 80 minutes to defend, and I'm sure mentally they've done it all. The meanest defense in Europe will have to try and shut PSG out, or probably have to score again if PSG do score. And I think they are disciplined in defense. Declan Rice has not crossed the center line since the game started, and you can tell clearly they are playing to tactics It's been a great performance for them. But then again, this is a Champions League game over 90 minutes, and there's not one in the first 10.
Absolutely. Let's see if Arsenal can keep the in 2006. It was just 13 minutes to the end of it, and then they lost it. Would history repeat itself? Probably not. And a great chance, but wonderful defending from Arsenal.
These defenders are incredible. I'm telling you, look, I said it before. PSG has not met a team like Arsenal all year. They don't know what to do with a team like Arsenal because they are not used to playing a team like Arsenal. This defense is incredible. You have to admit it. This defense is insane.
Goes into the box. PSG with a chance, and it will be a goal kick to Arsenal. I mean, just look at how they dived into those tackles.
Look, I watched Nkapie put his life on the line throughout the season, and I didn't understand why a player on loan was throwing his life on the line. This defense, PSG has not seen anything like this all year. They will struggle to play against a team like this.
They will struggle. Arsenal with the win in their sails. The Gunners are 80 minutes away from history. This team, arguably Eustace, will go down as the best Arsenal team of all time if they win this double, won't it?
Well, of course. I mean, player for player, I have question marks. But as a team, if they win this, I mean, no doubt in history, it will be Arsenal's biggest achievement since the inception of the club. 11 minutes gone. Looks like Arsenal, I mean, don't share the possession statistic, but based on results and how things are going, they'll be the happy of the two sides. Mikel Arteta will know that there's a lot more to come. This PSG have tricks up their sleeve. They will shuffle players around. They will switch the system. They will try to catch Arsenal. And Arsenal are just happy to let PSG have the ball in harmless possession. And that's a two pass. And that's what I was just talking about. PSG, snapshot, half a chance, and it goes wide.
Fabian Ruiz perhaps would have which it fell to a Kvaratskhelia. But then again, if PSG are going to find spaces, it is going to be balls like these. Because the Arsenal defense is so watertight, they're getting absolutely nothing from it. And Nana Kwame, I mean, Arsenal, great performance so far, 11 minutes. Do you think they can do this for 90 minutes?
I mean, just like Nyakwe said, they are playing to tactics and they are being very disciplined about it. But I still feel that they can't afford to sleep. We saw a defense splitting pass right now, and if a striker was in there, that could have been an easy tap-in for PSG. I think Arsenal are playing very, very well. They are playing the tactics, and they are being very, very disciplined with it.
And PSG win the ball at the back, but Arsenal still with the press. Can they win the ball? No, they can't. Referee said that will be a foul. And Ousmane Dembele has not exerted himself on this game yet. The PSG attack so far have been silent. Credit to the Arsenal defense, or perhaps
look, credit to Mikel Arteta. He set up this team, and that defense, bro, they look locked in. They look very insane. They are not giving PSG any space. Like I said, look, when you play, let you play. The team that does not, PSG are often confused, and that's why you're seeing what you're seeing right now. You see Marquinhos struggling early. You see these guys are not finding any bit of spaces. Any bit of spaces that they are used to when they play most teams. But Arsenal is not most teams. Let's remember that they are Premier League champions, and they are Premier League champions for a reason. In the Champions League, they haven't lost a single game. People forget that. This defense is the real deal, and it is not a fluke.
Anyway, ball in the middle. Referee says that will be as Neves is brought down. And Luis Kelly hasn't put a foot wrong so far, Nana Kwame. He's been decent.
I mean, I honestly, I thought he was the weakest link in this team. But I think so far he's doing the job of perfection, being very disciplined, cutting the passing lanes. He's doing very, very well.
Amazing. He's doing well in the middle of the park. And a PSG are looking to find that loophole in this Arsenal team. So far, it doesn't seem like there's any. 14 minutes on the clock. Fabian Ruiz goes into the middle where he finds Vitinha. Vitinha finds Neves. Neves strikes forward to the right where Ousmane Dembele has taken position. Can he get a ball into the box? He goes all the way back into the midfield on the edge of the center. Another crossfield ball all the way to the right where Hakimi is on the overlap. PSG enjoying amazing spells of possession. But Arsenal very resolute on the ball. And it will be a corner kick to PSG. And PSG are beginning to inch themselves into the game.
Look, they are beginning to knock the ball around. But if you ask me, they haven't really done anything that's concerning at this moment in time. I think Arsenal are very suited for what.
So corner goes in.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That's the worst corner in history.
Arsenal are very suited for this type of play.
Absolutely terrible corner.
Arsenal are very, very suited for this type of play. So at the end of the day, you have to see, Enrique has to do something else other than what he's doing right now. What he's doing right now is not working, and it's not going to work if he continues this way.
Absolutely. Fabian Ruiz in the middle of the park. Can he find a pass? He loses the ball. And Arsenal with a chance. Martin Odegaard. Can he find the right pass? Ball goes in. He doesn't. And the goalkeeper would get to that. But then again, it looks like mistakes will be the undoing of PSG.
Well, a lot has gone through Fabian Ruiz for PSG. Well, that.
No, that's not a penalty. No, that's not a penalty. Not in a parallel universe. That's not a penalty.
That is debatable.
No, it hit his body before it hit his hand.
Anyways, it came off his body, so you can say there was a deflection.
Arsenal have had 22% possession.
Yeah, and I told you that PSG are going to dominate possession.
17 passes completed by Arsenal.
You know the great
17.
You know the great Mourinho says you can have all the possession. I want the win, and that's what Arsenal is doing right now.
Amazing. That's what Arsenal is doing right now, and they have 17 passes completed. PSG, in context, have completed 99 passes. 22. I mean, that's crazy. But then again, like I said, you have to win. That's what's most important.
The most important statistic is the scoreline.
Absolutely. And it doesn't matter who has the ball the most. You can take the ball home for all we care. But if you don't take the trophy home, there's no point. We are still live right here at the Arrows Lounge. Get yourself a drink. There's beer in the house and all the spirits that you can require. Ball to Kvaratskhelia, comes in field. Can he find a pass? He goes and finds Ruiz, who looks for that pinhole pass. He doesn't. He dilly-dallies because Arsenal have formed a big wall right there. PSG can't find any way through. Ball to the right once again. Ousmane Dembele, who's drifted in. Back to Kvaratskhelia. A back flick, and he doesn't find anybody. PSG need to be efficient if they are to make incursions.
Look, someone like Dembele will leave this game early. So he needs to be more efficient now because he has about to the 55th minute. He's not going to last very long, and then they'll change him. So if he's not going to do something right now, I'm sorry, the Ballon d'Or winner will be seeing the bench very, very soon.
Amazing stuff. And is Due, can he go past his man? No, he can't. They double up on him. Great defensive work. Just look at where Saka is.
These are not gimmicks that work on an EPL team, bro. These are not those types of gimmicks. Especially a team like Arsenal, they are used to this in the EPL.
Amazing ball. And it comes to the right channels. Headed back. PSG have to move a long one forward. To nobody in particular. Arsenal will eat that for breakfast. Great defensive work. I mean, that defensive partnership, Saliba and McGallis. What a defensive partnership.
Best in the world.
And look at how Declan Rice is orchestrating everything at the back. Pointing fingers to the left, to the right, speaking to them, making sure everything is intact. Have you seen Declan Rice make an offensive run?
Absolutely. No, he's not required to in this game.
His job today is to make sure that his team is organized and make sure that there are no goals against his team. And he's doing that brilliantly.
Well, yes, exactly. And that's what it calls for. It's been the story most of the time this season, especially when he's partnered with Martin Zubimendi. So, I mean, no surprises there. But that is leadership on the pitch. And if Arsenal can keep their heads above water, I think they'll be able to see the first half through.
And here's Dembele on the ball now. Can he throw the ball forward? Dembele very deep. Great interplay between the PSG players, Hakimi. And it will be a throw into Arsenal. And a great defensive work from Arsenal.
Look, Kosi, I think another thing that people haven't realized is, look, Mikel Arteta, he learns. He's a coach that learns. Look, the PSG team works through the middle. They have had nothing in the middle. If you limit them to the wings, you have controlled the entire power force of PSG right here. And limiting them to the wings, they're easier to defend than having them go through the middle. And they have nothing down the middle so far. Look at Arsenal playing with 5 midfielders. 5. There's nothing going down there. And so all you see is wing play, and they're struggling on the wing. There's no way they can beat Arsenal playing this way.
Amazing. Remember, we are live on X, we are live on Facebook, and we are live on YouTube. And live on Sporty 106.1 FM, right here at the Arrows Lounge inside Aburi Gyankama. If you want to have a good time watching football, or a good time, Jonah, you want to come here, get some food, get some drinks. Special offers today on the Champions League Final. And a PSG with the ball is Dembele, and just look how deep Dembele has come. He's the one supposed to be the arrowhead for this team.
They don't need a number 9 in this game, obviously. With the way Arsenal have set up that low block, Dembele has to make himself useful. He's drifted a little further behind, trying to string those passes together and carve a pathway for PSG.
And Arsenal are gobbling up everything that's tossed at them. And PSG as well with all the ball. But like they say, it doesn't matter how much of the ball you have. You need to go get the goals. And what does Enrique have to do differently?
Look, this is proper tournament football. Look, Enrique has to find a different way to play. Like I said, if his only way to play is down the middle, he's already lost this game. He needs to change. He needs to change something. And look, PSG are trying to play that neat football, those touches and all that. It won't work. You need risk takers in this game. You need shots. You need to be able to destabilize this Arsenal defense in a different way. And the way that he's playing, trying to pass his way into the, they won't fall for that. It won't work. He needs to change something, and he needs to do it quickly because going into the second half and it's 1-0. It's lights out. I'm sorry.
Amazing. And Arsenal are looking to get that throw down quickly, but it's against them. But I mean, the defense has been solid. PSG have been limited. Tactical ingenuity from the Spaniard Mikel Arteta. I mean, if Arsenal go on to win this, that'll be total dominance, and it would etch his name in gold in Arsenal history. It took him 6 to 7 years, but then again, he's been vindicated. That's if over the next 70 minutes or so, Arsenal can keep the scoreline, perhaps add to that tally. But for now, PSG are playing ping pong in the middle. They win the ball back to Vitinha, who heads one forward. But I mean, Eustace, I mean, just look at this PSG team. Ball, get the ball, he heads it all the way back. It comes to Kvaratskhelia, who finally gets a view of the ball. Can he take his man on? Kvaratskhelia, he's marshaled by 2 Arsenal players, and that gives Arsenal the time to win the ball back. And I mean, just look at that. No way whatsoever.
You see, the problem is PSG don't have enough going forward, and Arsenal have too much at the back. So you need to balance it. If you're gonna play this way, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. It's literally 2v1 every single time. There's no way, unless you have somebody who's gonna bring some magic. There's no way that they are gonna win this way.
I think Arsenal have identified the threats, the main threats against them. Every time it's 2v1 when Kvaratskhelia is on the ball. They've never given him that free space to be able to run at anybody. There's always cover. They are covering for each other. And this is an excellent lesson, I mean, for junior footballers on how to defending 101. First 25 minutes, I think they've been brilliant. A quarter of the game is gone. Can they hold out? But I do have a feeling they'll need a second goal as an insurance policy.
I don't need a second goal as an insurance policy. But let's look at that goal again. Terrible defending from Marquinhos. Absolutely horrific defending. I mean, you don't defend like that in the Champions League.
And I said it, they have frailties all over the pitch. It's just that a lot of teams haven't really taken a closer look at this PSG side. They have a lot of frailties. Look, if you beat that press, put it over, look, and you have one-on-one with these defenders. Look, Arsenal offensive players will cook all day long. Put them one-on-one against this back line, this PSG back line, and they'll cook one-on-one. It's always going to be advantage Arsenal.
It's always going to be advantage Arsenal. And Luis Enrique has to dig deep. He has to do something different. Does he have it up here? And Nasser El Khalifi, the president of Paris Saint-Germain, is wondering what has hit his team. But then again, Kai Havertz, the man who comes up trumps in big moments.
Well, the last time Kai Havertz scored in the Champions League Final, how did it end? Was there an equalizer?
No, there wasn't.
Well, he's done it again, and maybe the script is the same. But what a man for clutch moments. Kai Havertz, absolutely top guy. Off the ball, what it gives you. And when we saw the lineup, people were questioning why Victor Gyökeres didn't start. But of course, off the ball, Mikel Arteta knew they will suffer for long periods. They will struggle, they will defend. But when those moments come, trust players like Kai Havertz to deliver for you. There's no need for us now to get a second goal as things stand. That goal makes all the difference. But let's see what Luis Enrique will have up his sleeve. 75 minutes or so remain, or 65 in the game. It's a long time, and he will have what Chelsea did to him in the FIFA Club World Cup. in the back of his head. He would like to find a
Chance
solution.
for Arsenal once again. Can they get a second goal? And PSG will clear. But every time Arsenal have attacked, they've looked dangerous. And PSG have been on the cush. And they rarely do get the attacks, but it's always looked dangerous.
And that's what I said. Look, you need to go at this defense because that PSG defense it flatters to deceive. Their offense is so good that a lot of people don't really pay attention to their defense. Their defense is horrendous. So make sure that you go at this defense because you will get opportunities. That was a good save by their keeper, by the way.
Good save by Sofanov. But then again, it's a head injury. So
friendly fire, it looks like.
Yeah, the game will be stopped momentarily to ensure that happens. We're live on SportyFM from Arrows Lounge inside Aburi Gyankama. If you're in and around the vicinity, join us right here. PSG have their substitute goalkeeper warming up. Is that Chevalier? Yeah, Chevalier. He's warming up. He was bought to replace Donnarumma. He hasn't seen as much game time as you'd expect. But he's warming up. But if PSG are to change this game, Eustace, realistically, who on that bench can come in and make a difference?
Well, I don't think it's a personnel issue. I think it's a system. I think it's a tactical problem that they are facing. They need to solve the puzzle on the pitch. They need to find a solution that will break Arsenal down. Arsenal look very resolute in defense. And with the way they've set up, it's going to take probably an individual moment of brilliance from a PSG player to find a solution because Arsenal are defending at it. If you change the system to a direct 4-4-2, you don't go down that center. Declan Rice is put together with Luis Kelly in there. They are screening that back four. Mosquera is going nowhere. They've had no need to overlap. It's a very difficult system to break down. And this is probably one of Luis Enrique's biggest headaches.
This will be one of his biggest headaches. Arsene Wenger is seated. And people will argue that, listen, Arsene Wenger is the key architect of the foundation that sets Arsenal up for this.
Nah, but let me just say this. Arsene Wenger would never have deployed this system
Absolutely
to
not.
win a Champions League final.
Never.
He would have gone out to play and he would have been taken advantage of. We saw that in 2006 when they came up against Barcelona. Again, they took the lead in that final. But how did they end up? I mean, sometimes you need to know when to close shop. They were lucky to get that ricochet from that Marquinhos error. And they have the lead, but they are being very pragmatic on the day. So, I mean, Arsene Wenger would probably admire the result, but he won't fancy the process.
Absolutely. And sometimes when it has to be done, it has to be done. People say modern managers have their methods. But then again, what the old guards taught them is what they will do. A typical Mourinho will do this. Arteta is doing this. And I'm sure even if Enrique was in this position, he had to do it. He do it. So let's give them their flowers. Mourinho to Real Madrid. What do you think of that?
I think Mourinho to Real Madrid, I've been advocating for it for quite some time. I think that dressing room needs a big character who'll be able to manage egos, who'll be able to get them functioning again. I think Madrid have veered off the path. Usually, Champions League finals are synonymous with Real Madrid. They are nowhere to be seen this time around. And he's looking to bring back the glory days.
Amazing. He's looking to bring back the glory days. And Arsenal are about 70 minutes away from their own glory. Unless, of course, PSG can find an equalizer somehow. For now, it doesn't look like they have the outlet to do so because Arsenal have shut shop. Defensively disciplined, tactically very tight. Ball to the left, Kvaratskhelia, who's not had a good day. In the middle where Dembele has come very deep. Great cross-field pass. And it is on the right side once again for Dembele. Can he get into the box? He looks to take his man on.
Look at the numbers.
But then again, look at the amount of Arsenal players in the box. PSG have to start this all over again. And Arsenal have formed a wall of fire. And they are repelling everything PSG is doing. Like they were Moscow repellent.
PSG need to take shots outside the box.
Yeah,
they're not getting in. They need to be brave. Vitinha has it. João Mendes. They all have it. They need to be bold and take shots.
And Dembele is down. Is that Dembele or Nuno Mendes?
Yeah, Nuno Mendes is down in the box. But PSG continue to play. Should he get up and join the fray? He's looking for something. He's probably not going to get it. But then again, PSG continue. And he's still down. Can they get across into the box? And they would not put the ball out because it's not a head injury. They have to keep it going.
But
The boys,
they are
they
behind.
get it once again. Can they get? Is a man brought the penalty for that, and Arsenal will clear. And the PSG are beginning to make incursions. Why did he stay on the pitch so long? There was nothing in that. Sometimes you don't hang on to things like that.
You see, PSG do not need this kind of antics right now. I mean, if it's something you can shake off and continue play, just get up and continue play. Now, a potential attack has been ruled by a lot of panic because of the player on the floor. They don't need this right now. Just focus and get the goal that you're looking for.
Get the goal that you're looking for. Ball in the middle. But Arsenal, I mean, just look at the likes of Bukayo Saka and how they are pressing. PSG will look to launch another long one forward. But it's always Fabian Ruiz who finds himself in those positions.
They need
making those runs.
They need to be much faster than they are playing right now because they are playing in a very slow pace and it's allowing Arsenal to recover too quickly.
Ball to the left once again. It will be Vitinha who will step on that ball. Back to Kvaratskhelia. PSG have a lot of men behind. Arsenal have a lot of men behind the ball. Ball goes to the right. Can PSG launch an attack? Arsenal have so many players behind the ball that PSG have it all to do. Back to Pacho, who goes to the left and he finds Fabian Ruiz. Back into the middle once again to Pacho. And Arsenal disciplined, determined to shut shop. They formed iron rings in front of that box. We are still live on Sporty 106.1 FM. From the Arrows lawn, ball into the box. Can PSG do anything? No, they can't. They will keep passing this ball along all day long unless they shoot, Eustace.
They need to shoot. Dembele has played as a 10. He's played as an 8. He's played on the right wing. He's even come to central midfield. They need to shoot. If you don't play the lottery, you don't win. You don't shoot, you don't score. They have to be brave. All those thousands of passes from Vitinha, sideways passes.
You're not going anywhere.
What's the point? Arsenal are comfortable. You need to put them under pressure. Put some pressure on the ball. I mean, some urgency. It's a Champions League final. Come on now, Luis.
Ball goes forward once again. Can PSG get something from this one? No, they can't. Arsenal as well, still very, very disciplined. And the Parisians are still knocking on that door. No clear-cut chances yet. And straight into the hands of Raya.
With all the possession statistics, I can tell you that Arsenal have been the more dangerous of the two sides.
Because every time they've had chances, they've been clear-cut chances. But PSG, not a single shot on target in this one. That's how much Arsenal have limited them. Can they get a ball into the box? No, they can't. Because it will be a corner.
Yeah, they haven't been quick enough. And I noticed they're sending Nuno Mendes up there to add up to the numbers. But what he's doing is also creating an opportunity for Arsenal, because if Arsenal get a quick counter, that defense is in trouble because now they are playing a back three. And we saw what brought the first goal about. So they have to be very, very careful.
Ball goes into the box. Can they kind of shot? No, they can't. And Arsenal will clear. And they will look to hit on the counter. But it will be a throw-in. But Arsenal don't look like they're interested in the ball.
Brilliant tactics by Mikel Arteta. Look, Arteta has put Mosquera on Kvaratskhelia, and it's a man v man. Remember you, man v man. This team will really, really struggle to play because these wingers do well when they're facing you and they have space. But then when Kvaratskhelia turns, Mosquera is there. Wherever he goes, he's there. Unless he goes all the way to the other side, and Arsenal have the numbers. There's no way that you're gonna play Arsenal this way. And they're playing the same exact way as we started. There's absolutely no change whatsoever. There needs to be urgency, and they need to stop taking risks playing through the middle.
PSG need to take any risks if they have to get anything from this one. And it is ball forward from Hakimi, who goes back into the middle. And it's the same sequence, Eustace. They take the ball on, and Arsenal winning on the edge of the box. Can they get a counter attack?
And this is the counter I was talking about.
Just look at
this is the counter I was talking about. It's a three-back. This is the counter I was talking about.
Didn't need a tactical foul.
Yeah,
they should have committed this foul earlier. That's what Arsenal would have done. but you allow them to go catch you on the brakes.
And you see, this is what I was talking about. Because Mendes moves forward, when he's coming back, he has to foul there, because if he doesn't, they are in trouble.
But then again, yeah, like you said, when Rice won that ball, they should have fouled him. But then again,
Early on.
Arsenal have a set piece, and we know how dangerous they are from these ones.
Look, if it goes 2-0, the game is done. I'm telling you now. If Arsenal score a second goal, the game is over.
And Arsenal have an opportunity to score a second from a set piece. And it's Declan Rice who stands behind this one. Is he going to be the one to double the tally for the Gunners? 37 minutes on the clock. And they are about to launch one into the box. Declan Rice. And that is headed out. And it will be a goal kick, a foul, the referee says. But I mean, just look at this Arsenal team.
Yeah, they needed to communicate there. I mean, too many people going for the same ball. It should have been a shout if you've played the game before. It should have been a shout.
But there's vulnerability, because look at Marquinhos.
Yeah.
I mean, height-wise, nah.
Well,
look, rating wise, he's been PSG's worst on the pitch, and I think that's a tactical. That's a tactical, what do you call it, advantage that has happened.
And
Let's see what
PSG
PSG can do here. This is an opportunity right here. But look at the recovery from Rice. Look at the recovery.
Look at Declan Rice.
Brilliant recovery.
On the edge, he shoots. And that ball is blocked. And it's Arsenal who are doing an amazing job.
You have to be faster than that. You have to be faster than that. If you're going to take advantage, you have to be faster than that.
And Arsenal win that second ball once again. But PSG would win the ball in the middle of the park. They are all over. Referee plays advantage. Can PSG make any incursions from this particular on Arsenal? But the referee says no way, get up. That's not a foul. But then again, I mean, just look at the determination of this Arsenal team. And Nana Kwame and PSG need to do something different.
Yeah, they need somebody who's
very direct,
very direct, and can move the ball.
And just look at that from Saliba. And Arsenal then again give the ball away. Referee says advantage once again. Arsenal with incursions. And it's amazing that Arsenal's attacks, whenever they're striding forward, look a lot more dangerous.
Yeah, because PSG are being too nice defensively. They want to play a clean game, not wanting to foul. Arsenal are ready to die on the pitch. Look at that run back from Declan Rice. Tracking back, these guys are ready to leave everything they have on the pitch. Spaces like that having happened for PSG a lot of the times in the first half. And when they do, you have to make it count. It looked like a 3v3 situation. You have to be quicker about it, because Arsenal are not prepared. They are not prepared to ship in any goals tonight.
Absolutely, they are not prepared. David Raya has had nothing to do all game. Absolutely nothing. Because the back four have done a fantastic job. Kvaratskhelia has also had to come so wide. And he's not effective when he comes that wide.
No, he hasn't been effective at all. And that's the tactical brilliance of Mikel Arteta. He's neutralized Kvaratskhelia and Desiree Doué. I haven't actually seen Desiree Doué in this game. With Mosquera, and that's brilliant.
I mean, surprisingly.
Look, I think we also need to give Mikel Arteta credit for Miles Lewis-Kelly. I thought he was going to be the weakest link, but what a game he's having in this one.
Miles Lewis-Kelly doing a good job. At PSG once again doing the rondos. Shout out to Rondo anyway. And man on ball up top with Winston Michaels. But Rondo won't get you anywhere on this particular one. You need to make incursions and real ones. Ball to the right once again. Can Hakimi get one into the box? Steps over this one. Goes past this man. Can he cross it in? And that ball goes all the way to Kvaratskhelia, who looks to take his man on. He's not had joy in this game at all. It's a cross into the box once again. And that Arsenal defense is impenetrable. Use this.
Is Bukayo Saka defending? Is he a defender tonight? Because he's so quick to double up together with Mosquera on Kvaratskhelia on that wing. But PSG are starting to get frustrated, and you can see from their pattern of tackling. Look at Kai Havertz. He's covered a lot of ground on the pitch. I mean, well, that was needless.
But you see, this is what Kai Havertz brings into this game. He will rattle you and cause you to be in the referee side. He is very, very good at this.
Proper player. Won't give you 20, 30 goals a season, but in big games, big moments, I mean, he actually comes to life. Off the ball, I think, forget about the goal. He's done an absolutely incredible job pressing. He's never stopped running since the first minute. Kai Havertz, top guy.
Top guy he is. And he has put Arsenal up ahead in this one. 40 minutes on the clock. And Arsenal are inching closer and closer to that elusive Champions League trophy. One that they've never won before. And if they do, they will be the second club in London to have won it. Amazing piece of history.
Amazing achievements if they are able to get it off the line. At this point in time, look, I predicted that they would get it over the line, and I'm still sticking to it. I think Arsenal are going to win this one. So I mean, that'll be a huge achievement for Arsenal as well. It's a trophy that they've been looking for.
And that's absolutely terrible from Ashraf Hakimi. Should have done a lot better. But Arsenal give the ball away once again. And the referee says, get up. PSG will look to recover. 40 minutes on the clock. They want to go into the halftime break at least with that equalizer.
Arsenal are forcing PSG to play a way that they are not used to. That's not very effective. And it's working to Arsenal's advantage, man. It's just brilliant to see from a tactical standpoint.
Absolutely. And Arsenal will clear that forward. And I mean, let's look at Trossard and look at what's his name? Bukayo Saka, etc. They're playing like fullbacks, tucking to midfield to make up the numbers.
Whatever it takes, man. That's the message on the day for Arsenal. Whatever it takes. If Bukayo Saka has to play as a goalkeeper today to get the job done, he will do it.
Definitely, he will do it. And the PSG have to do something different, something extraordinary if they are to get anything from this. Remember, we are live at the Arrows Lounge inside the Aburi Gyankama. Arrows Lounge is the place to be, man. If you are in and around here, I heard somebody say earlier that they drove all the way from Adenta, and they are looking to be good value for their money because Arsenal is in the lead. But then again, if you're in and around here, trust me, it's one of the best places to be. We are live on SportyFM, live on X, live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live from Arrows Lounge. Get yourself some drinks while we watch the game together. And there's Kvaratskhelia on the edge of the box. Goes back to Fabian Ruiz. Looks on the left, finds Pacho. Can he take on this man? He does. Goes round this man. Goes into the box. A shot. And there's a header over the bar. First clear-cut chance for PSG. But they don't take it.
It took 42 minutes for PSG to get their big chance. And I think they should have made it count. They had chances within that transition. But look at Nuno Mendes. I mean, ball drops, and that is a poor header. He should have put it on target at the very least. The shout was there, and Fabian Ruiz, I believe, that was a big miss because not many opportunities will come like this.
These Arsenal defenders are something else, man. Look, they are truly the best in the world. I mean, look, we're seeing a defensive masterclass that
it's just 43 minutes.
Incredible.
It's just 43 minutes, my brother.
What's the scoreline, my brother?
Minutes. It's just 43 minutes.
In just 43 minutes, what's the scoreline, my brother?
Well, it's played in 90 minutes. Please.
It is played in 90 minutes, and PSG hasn't had one shot on target.
No, I'm saying this because you said they are truly the best in the world. Come on.
Truly the best in the world.
I mean, defensively,
what defense can you say is better than Arsenal's defense this year?
No, I mean, in the Premier League,
name one.
Least number of goals conceded. In the Champions League, they have conceded
they have the best defense in the world.
Just 6 goals in the Champions League.
They
look like they are the best defense.
43 minutes, please.
Ball goes forward. Can Arsenal win the ball? And that's cleared. And PSG win the ball in the middle of the park, like they've done in most of this game. Can they get a ball forward? His pass is delayed. But then again, Arsenal with a chance. Kvaratskhelia on the edge of the box.
Here comes Bukayo Saka.
It's Kvaratskhelia. And he goes all the way. And just look at that covering, Eustace. And but PSG still on the ball. They look to get one. Dembele, he shoots over the bar, Eustace.
Dembele used to do this a lot of the time when he was at Barcelona. I haven't seen him do that in a while. But that is a poor.
But you can see the frustration in the way PSG are playing. Just like Winston said, they are now being forced to play in a way that they're not comfortable with. I mean, you see players on the wing trying to carry the ball, trying to pass in some funny ways. Arsenal, we have to give them the credit for being very compact and dictating play, even though they're of the ball, they are still dictating play. They are showing you where you have to pass the ball and where they can suffocate you, and you'll be forced to play just like Dembele.
Just like Dembele is playing. And with a chance, but great from Declan Rice. What a player. Eustace.
I mean, arguably, I mean, you need a tactical perspective to see what Declan Rice is doing. It was all about the numbers. You're looking at assists and all that, but this is about that, guys. I mean, let's be honest about it. The work work shifts that he's put in, I mean, throughout the season and even on this day. Look at how he goes into every tackle. No prisoners taken. He's ready to give every.
Fantastic. He's literally Arsenal team together, orchestrating it right from the middle, making sure that the spaces in between field and even the attack are very compact. They lose the ball. Look at where he is right now. He's in a left back's position, making sure he's making that back as solid as possible. There are no spaces anywhere. He's reading the game. So far, he's been my man at the match, aside from Kai Havertz, of course.
Of course, Mosquera will also have a shout in there. I mean, excellent half he's had.
6 minutes of time added on. And Declan would always rise to the occasion to give Arsenal an opportunity. Yes, on the edge of the ball, and they work something out. No, they can't, because this defect. They'll get it. But this Arsenal defense, absolutely imperious.
Fantastic, man. Best in the world. Keep saying it. There's no defense in the world right now that's better than this Arsenal defense.
Going into next season, that will be their confidence point. Now listen, the best defense in the world. And these defenses will win titles. But do you see that air of dominance for Arsenal if they go on to win this?
Look, honestly, I think Arsenal will do well this season. But I also know that the Premier League is a league that a lot of teams figure you out. After you don't know, it will be very, very difficult. I think a lot of teams will have a lot of answers for Arsenal. That's why Arsenal need to be able to bring something new to the table.
Let's see if they can bring something new to the table. The Arena has one goal, and we all know who Puskas was. He's a man who's noted for the great goals. Arsenal, Saint-Germain. The Gunners, who have their noses up ahead, ball into it again. Can Arsenal get one? Kai Havertz, the bar. He strides beautifully. Finds Mosquera on the left. Arsenal, great by Havertz. Can he get a second goal? And it's into the goalkeeper's hands. Like I said, every time Arsenal have used this, it's dangerous.
It's dangerous because PSG don't win. There are question marks about that PSG defense. I don't know it. They have just not, I mean, taken advantage of them enough because of the system they are playing. But if PSG had to go, the system required Arsenal to chase the game, I think they would have a very, very good chance at goals. This defense from PSG is not convincing, has not been by a country mile. Arsenal 3 chances all half, and those 3 chances have
brought forward, and that will be a corner kick to the Parisians. Kai Havertz is the one who went back to win that tackle. And this Arsenal team is looking. And we are still live right here at the Arrows Lounge at Aburi Gyankama. And we are watching this big game together. In and around the vicinity, you want to join us. We are live on Sporty 106.1 FM, as well as on YouTube, on X, and on Facebook, bringing you all the action. Arrows Lounge is where the action day. Right after this, there's the big opportunity. So if you are listening to us, this is where the party is. Bring the gear of them right here to Arrows Lounge. Let's have a big party together. But if you're in the house as well, special offers on and food, you want to grab yourself something to drink and something to eat while you enjoy the game. Arsenal fans, celebratory mood already. Ball goes in, and David Raya will grab that easily. And then again, Fabian Ruiz on the end of that wins absolutely nothing. And it looks like Arsenal will go into this one with the very, very good lead. David Raya, for the first time, has had something to do, and that was from a very lame shot. Nana Kwame.
Because I mean, he's having a field day. I mean, the PSG attack hasn't really been that sharp. Mosquera, surprisingly, has been able to pin in one side, like on count. He's a person just occupying space. But you see, Niako and I have been giggling on the side for financial reasons.
every time
In the corner,
we
you realize
look at each other.
Niako and I, we look at each other because we are making money. And I like it.
Yeah, Yeah. Corners are important.
Corner is very important in this game, my brother.
Yeah, from the best of things. Yes. You've been following Sporty Plug every week from 12:30 to 1:30. We've been saying all week that we don't think we'll see goals. We'll see a lot of corners, a lot of foul, a lot of ragged play, and that's exactly how it. 45 minutes and another 45 minutes to come is looking very missing on the Bet Builder. If you don't have your Sporty Bet app, this is the time to download it. Bet Builder is a nation maximum. But here's Arsenal. Declan Rice taking that long throw in. It's around dangerously. And what is that? Oh, of it. That will be another corner.
There will be a corner to Arsenal. Can they get any particular one? Kyra for something else, but he's not there because that was a corner. And Arsenal have an opportunity to double the tally. Remember, we're still here at Arrows Lounge inside Aburi Gyankama. If you are not here, that's pretty as we biggest game. And you the pinnacle would Arsenal double their lead and would see for Paris Saint-Germain, who have offered absolutely nothing in this particular one. What's happening? The referee said it's halftime. He's like, you're wasting too much time. So I'm blowing the.
It was still a corner. So.
Yeah, it was a corner. wasting time.
But was the corner taken? Is it going to count?
No, it's not. It wasn't taking. So it will count. But it's halftime at the Puskás Arena. The Gunners with their noses in front. Arsenal 1, PSG 0. And Eustace, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, it's been a great first half of neutrals. I mean, whether you are here as an Arsenal fan or PSG fan, I'm sure you must have enjoyed the tactical display like a game of chess.
Yeah.
The PSG fans won't be too happy. Doris Selassie is celebrating her birthday today. Happy birthday to her. And she's supporting PSG. I hope she smiles at the day. It's not in my hands though, but happy birthday, Doris Selassie, if you're watching. Comes on European nights occasionally. But it's going to be a long road back for Paris Saint-Germain. Luis Enrique will have to probably tweak their system. I don't think it's a personnel issue. It's a system problem. Arteta will have to find the right mental fortitude to keep his team going for another 45 minutes. MC Kobe Perry is here. And the
And of course, the part we would want you to patronize us. We are Arrows Lounge and Kitchen right here. Come on. There's all you can eat. There's banku, there's fufu. There's all the spirits, all the mojitos, everything that you want, tequila and more, to keep your bodies warm for this particular event. I'm coming around to come and get my fixes. I see some people in. It is a Messi fan. You're a Messi fan, eh? You're an Inter Miami jersey. I want to talk to the ladies for a bit. Hello. Tell us your name. Just tell us your name. I'm Abena. Abena, who are you here to support? Arsenal. So it's going well for you, right? Who was your player of the match in the first half for you? You weren't here. All right, sure. Let me talk to him. Sir, who are you here to support?
Yes, to support Arsenal.
Arsenal. For the match in the first half. Declan Rice. You like all the mopping up, all the cleaning up duties that he has there. I see this man in a PSG jersey. Sir, I like it when you see you are wearing a PSG jersey boldly. You understand? Boldly. When you lose boldly. When you win boldly. You understand? You are one of the people who will celebrate more when eventually the tie turns. How do you think PSG is faring in the first half?
Well, I think PSG hasn't been bad. Things haven't worked out.
The system is not working out.
Yeah, it's not working out.
It looks like Arteta has found, should I say, an antidote to the PSG attack or Lewis attack.
I don't think so. I think second half will come in stronger.
You think second half you come in stronger?
Yeah, will come in stronger. We need to re-strategize and then come back in.
Re-strategize and come back stronger. Yeah. Do you think there's anything wrong with the setup?
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with the setup. I just think Arteta has been very well, credit to him. But I think PSG in the second half are going to get back to themselves, get things together, pull all the strings together, and then come back and then win.
Right here, still your voice of sports, SportyFM 106.1. We're doing a live coverage viewing party from Arrows Lounge and Kitchen right here at Aburi Gyankama. It's been a wonderful time so far. Sir, I'd like to get your thoughts. How do you see the first half?
Oh, I think it's
is to be expected. Arsenal is a strong team, very solid in midfield and defense, and I expect them to keep it up. Looking at the game, you realize that PSG has never met such a team before.
Okay.
This season, and they felt they could score. But then I know PSG will score. But then
PSG will eventually score.
But then Arsenal will win this match.
But eventually Arsenal will win.
Of course.
Okay, sure. I need to get some euphoria here. Arsenal, oh say yeah. Ewofem. Arsenal, oh say yeah. Arsenal, oh, yeah. Arsenal, oh, yeah. It looks like you're wearing your white Arsenal jersey, and it is very, very, very formidable in this particular equation because it is white. You are victorious in the first half. How do you see the first half, sir?
Well, I expected much from PSG because the attacking side is really, really hot.
Okay.
Talking of Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Doué.
Yeah.
You know, they are really quick. The first half, I was really writing and scared. But my defense has been very solid.
So, are you saying credit to the tactics? Arteta has found a way to neutralize this Luis Enrique attack.
Yeah, of course. He knew Paris attack. They are very fast. So, based on what we saw in the first half, the defense sat back and they defended very well. Yeah. So.
With inside chats, if you even go in, a lot of against supporters union are talking like that Arsenal should come out of their shells and play. People are saying Mumbo Boni final, Mumbo Boni. A lot of chit chat. What do you have to say to that narrative?
No, listen. In football, you have to take your chances.
Okay.
And based on what we've seen this evening, it's not a matter of 3 points. Even though when you win, it's a 3 point for you. But this is the final. And we are doing everything possible to take the trophy.
Everything possible to win. Finals are won, not played.
Yes. If they want to play like 89% or 100%, and at the end we win the game, yes, we are the winners.
What a super goal by Kai Havertz. He looks to be the player who comes up in big moments every time he's given the opportunity to play in the final. He did the same for Chelsea in that final against Man City. He scored the goal that eventually won Chelsea that second UEFA Champions League title. And he has done the same for Arsenal as well. After 22 years of waiting, Arsenal are finally here, or should I say 20 years, Arsenal are finally here in the Champions League final, and Kai Havertz is the man who has gone on the scoreboard for Arsenal. We are still here at Arrow's Lounge and Kitchen. There's a lot of food. There's kebab, there's food, there's chicken and chips, there's all what you need and more. There's local continental dishes available here. You want to get to the bar, get yourself some Black Label, some tequila, just to warm your body for the weather. You understand? You understand? It's allowed. It's allowed. It's allowed. We are here. We are at the mountainside, and everything is perfect. Perfect weather, perfect ambience, perfect crowd, and of course, the euphoria here is ecstatic. Arsenal has taken the lead in the first half of the Champions League Final in 2026. Arsenal 1, PSG 0 at Budapest Puskás Arena. It's been wonderful so far for 45 minutes. Yours truly, MC Comiperium here, obviously getting opinions from the crowd as well. I get to some Arsenal fans in the jiffy. I've seen some Man United fans. You see, as a Man United custodian, I'll definitely get to them. I want to know whether they're here to support their English brother, they're here to hate to watch. Say, how are you?
I'm fine. So,
are you here to hate to watch or to support your English brothers?
of course, the support is so cordial.
Uh-huh.
So you can guess we are here to render what we call full support.
Full support for Arsenal.
Yes, yes.
Well, it's been 3 European finals this particular season, and all has featured English teams. We saw Crystal Palace win the Europa. We have seen Arsenal League final as well, and then we saw I think there was another English team in the finals. I think we have Crystal Palace, we had Arsenal, and what did we have for them? Newcastle. No, what's not Newcastle? Aston Villa, I should say. Aston Villa won the Europa. Crystal Palace won the conference, and Arsenal has taken the lead in the Champions League final. It looks like the English teams are doing well as juxtaposed to other teams in England or in Europe, I should say. Is this something that we should take notice of? The fact that English teams are gradually growing to become the giants. We hope to see that in the coming future. I want to talk to this Manchester United fan again because boss, ayonkofa ayonyado anayotime.
No, I am Ayonkofa.
Ayonkofa. I said because I want to say this in the true balance. Is it because the Arsenal is leading? That's why all of a sudden all the English boys are supporting Arsenal. Are you sure you came here to support Arsenal? Are you sure?
Yes, I came here to support Arsenal.
You came here to support Arsenal.
And then I told one of my friends that Arsenal will score first goal. So now I'm winning 20 Ghana cedis.
You are winning 20 Ghana cedis. You see, the best thing that you can do right now, I want you to win more than 20 Ghana cedis. Kindly go on the SportyBet app right now. SportyBet app. Kindly go on the SportyBet. That 20 Ghana cedis. Go and look for any odd. I know Eustace Niakwe and Nana Kwamilabi are making some cash on corners and fouls. Trust me, they are going to be leaving Aburi as rich men. You understand? They might probably get enough money to get a land by the mountainside and enjoy themselves as well. Kindly go on the SportyBet app, you understand, and do some odds, arrange some odds, you understand, for the second half. If you are truly here to support Arsenal, you believe Arsenal will win the Champions League this particular time, definitely go on the app and make sure you stake some odds and you win big with SportyBet.
I want to Arsenal to win it because the great team in Arsenal
in England have all won. So you are waiting for Arsenal to add up. It will be the English dominance in Europe, right? Hello.
Hi.
You look excited.
Not really.
Not really. Oh, you are here to support PSG.
Yes, please.
Hey, Charlie. No, why this? Why this? Why this? I don't know why, but I believe that you are not a PSG fan, are you?
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Hey, Charlie. So you're a Chelsea fan. PSG thrashed Chelsea out of the Champions League, but you are still here to support PSG. All time, baby. All time, baby.
PSG to win back to back. So.
You don't want PSG to win back to back.
Yes.
So you want Arsenal to win instead.
Really.
At this point, you don't really know. It's like you want to love your enemy but hate your friend. At the same time, you still like your friend. It's like you are confused. You're in a dilemma. Please choose one. Choose one.
I want PSG to win.
You want PSG to win.
Yes.
Charlie, you see some hatred is nice. Some hatred is very, very, very nice. Hey, there are Arsenal fans here. Oh, I nearly skipped. Hello. Do I have some Arsenal fans here? I've seen a jersey. Yes, you are wearing an Arsenal retro jersey. It means you have been supporting the team for a while now. You said you're not an Arsenal fan. You are floating. I like that term. She says she's a floating fan. Where the wind takes us, where the breeze takes you, that's where you go. Today, where did the breeze take you? Here, Arsenal. Okay, so just because we are floating in this retro jersey, I hope Arsenal wins so that you can take some selfies and enjoy the day for yourself, right? Yeah. We're getting ready for this. Yay! I have one of the biggest Arsenal fans in Ghana right here. Gadiel, come. I love this agenda. You had to be here. Gadiel, where are you coming from? Where are you coming from today?
I came from Sapema.
Sapema, all the way from Sapema. Gadiel is here all the way from Sapema. Now, big shout going out to Gadiel because he's one of the people who are serial callers on our show. Every day he calls on the show. Every day. Every time we have a viewing party, no matter the region, no matter the part of Accra that we are in. Today we are not even in Accra. Gadiel is here. He's been one of the people who have been championing that Arsenal will win the Champions League this season. Even when they won the EPL, he said, no, that was not his major focus. He wants the Champions League. You are winning it. How do you feel?
The last person you saw, I've baptized her, and she's waiting for us to win the trophy.
Okay.
Then she becomes a full Arsenal fan.
Okay, so she was a floating fan.
Yeah.
But she's waiting for Arsenal to win the trophy.
Yes.
Then you give her a membership card.
That's all.
Oh, Charlie. Team Ned, they say. You're making
no.
Oh, see.
Bro,
20 years, you are back here. Trophy there. Hey, do you remember the last time you won something? You were still an Arsenal fan, right?
Cups, we don't win,
Yes. So but this is what you want.
Yeah, the ultimate, the EPL and this one.
All right, now because I want to appreciate you for coming all the way from Sapperman, we have a predict and win. Kindly do a predict and win for me. We have some gifts. Amazing gifts from Arrows Lounge and Kitchen for you. So I'll go around, predict, and if you believe you can predict the scoreline at the end of the game, then definitely we have amazing gifts for you. Gladio, you have the chance. Let's go.
Last year against Real Madrid, at halftime on your show, the videos are there.
Yes.
I said we're going to win 3-0. Today it's going to be 3-1.
Today is going to be 3-1 against PSG.
Yeah.
So Gadia has the first prediction, 3-1 against PSG. Let me go to
West. I said Cavasquelia will score for PSG.
Okay. So Cavasquelia will score for PSG as well. All right. Sure. Predict and win. You want to predict, right?
Arsenal will win on penalties.
Arsenal will win on penalties.
Yes.
Wow. So he believes. 2-2. Hello. All right. The game is back. I need to take. Hello. All right, I need to take just a few predicts and wins. Hello, sir. Do you want to predict the game? We have some amazing gifts for you. At the end of the game, what will the final score be?
2-1 against Arsenal.
2-1 against Arsenal. Sir, please, do you have a prediction? Sorry.
Yes, I mean to say Arsenal have scored first goal, but it's not ended.
So what will be the final score?
So the final score will be 2-1 against Arsenal.
2-1 against Arsenal. Please, another prediction win. Any prediction?
2-1 against PSG.
2-1 against PSG. Anyone who wants to? No, you want to predict? You are smiling there. Prediction.
2-1 against PSG.
Okay, 2-1 against PSG. I have two people going for 2-1 against Arsenal. 2 people also going for 2-1 and a 3-1. You want a prediction? Any prediction? 2-0
against PSG.
2-0 against PSG. Okay, prediction.
Enemies are not God. Those who are saying they will score Arsenal, they should prepare for 3-0.
Hey, they should prepare for 3-0. They say enemies are not God. I'll take the final prediction from you, sir.
Guys, 2-1 against PSG.
2-1 against PSG. Even the Arsenal fans, I think even the Arsenal fans believe that PSG has a goal in this one. Yes. Hey, Raymond Yamado wants to predict. Let's go. Yes.
All the goals are in the net. Arsenal scored it. All the goals are in that net.
Hey.
So Arsenal don't have anything to do again.
Okay. Charlie. All right. So, hello. All right. What I'm saying, or what Raymond Yamada is saying is, all the goals in this game are in the net where Arsenal scored. So Arsenal doesn't have anything to do again. He claims that if there's any other goals in this game, it will all come from the net that Arsenal scored in the first half. Meaning Arsenal doesn't have any other goal again. All the other goals that will happen in this game will definitely come from PSG. That's what is according to the Chronicles, according to Raymond Yamado. Please. So at the end of the game, we'll definitely come for.
So far, if me put my prediction, they come true.
Which prediction now, Tom? 1-0.
I said Arsenal win 1-0, and it's 1-0. I believe the game is over.
You believe the game is over?
I believe the
All
game
right.
is over.
The General Kosifiaka, right over to you. We have Weston Michael here, and we're taking back the coverage right here from Arrows Lounge. It's SportyFM, your voice of sport 106.1.
Amazing stuff. Thank you very much, MC Kobe Perry, for that particular one. PSG 0, Arsenal 1. Second half begins. You surely would want to see some changes, wouldn't you?
Ideally you would, but I expect more of the same.
So what is that, yellow card?
Yeah.
Yes, a yellow card from Oscara.
I think it's
for wasting time.
Yeah.
Too early to start wasting time.
Yeah. Look, I expect more of the same from Arsenal. I think Arsenal have done a very good job neutralizing PSG's attack in the middle. I don't think PSG can do anything different here. I'll be very, very surprised if Enrique came up with something different. But let's see what happens. I believe the game is over though.
Winston Michaels believes the game is over. Is it? PSG have to dig in deep. We're having conversations. People said, listen, perhaps Fabian Ruiz is not very fit. He should make way for Zai Emery. Is that something you agree with?
Why is he playing? That's my question.
Mm.
Because if he's not very fit, why is Fabian Ruiz playing? And you see, this is some of the overthinking that we've been talking about. Look, Fabian Ruiz has had a terrible first half. In that first half, he was bullied from here to Budapest. You know, and it's surprising because being bullied by the likes of Miles Lewis Kelly is amazing because he towers Miles Lewis Kelly. But at the end of the day, they need Zaire Emery to be in there. But I do not think it will make much of a difference, really. I think Arsenal have locked down this team, and I do not believe PSG will do anything except be frustrated.
Amazing stuff. So we are still right here at Arrows Lounge, and we are walking through that very game, Arsenal versus PSG, right here.
There is an interesting stat, though, that I think Arsenal fans may be wary of. In 2006, Arsenal led till the 75th minute and ended up losing that. Hopefully, they don't do that this time around.
Absolutely.
And that's why Thierry Henry cannot sit down, in case you're wondering. He's having horrible flashbacks of that 2006 final.
Amazing. Arsenal have it all to do now. PSG win the ball in the middle of the park, but they give it away. But I've got, are you a Man City fan? Barcelona fan.
Yeah.
So Osai is the #1 goalkeeper for FC Ashanti Gold FC, who just qualified for the Ghana Premier League. How did that feel, first of all?
Very good.
It felt good.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. So analyzing this game from the point of a goalkeeper who stands somewhere and watches, do you think PSG have what it takes to get back into this game?
Nah, I'm here for Arsenal, so I believe they are going to win.
Do you want to win the GPL? You want to win the GPL?
Ghana Premier League. Yeah, I'm hoping.
And the Kasayi, what?
Amazing stuff. And PSG slides into the midfield. Can they get a ball forward? Dembele looks to get it. Wins the ball on the edge of the box. PSG with a chance, but resolute once again. Are looking to hit on the counter. But PSG would win it. Referee says get up. And PSG need to be very, very, very good on this one. On the cushion in the second. Siri Due on the edge of the box. Cross goes in. Can he find anybody? He doesn't. But that's the worst cross in the Champions League this season.
You know what I think PSG needs? I think PSG need Bradley Barcola in this game because you need somebody who can take on two players, dribble past them, and create some space. And none of the players on the field right now, I'm very disappointed in Desiree Doué. He's playing a game that he's not used to playing, and he's been very, very effective. So you need someone who's very, very direct. And I think off the bench, somebody who can do that is Bradley Barcola. And look, because if you're going to play this way, you need Gonzalo Ramos in this game. You do not need Dembele in this game because you're spamming crosses. You're spamming crosses. So if you need to play this way, you need Gonzalo Ramos in here, and you need a Barcola who'll be very, very direct to be able to get his team in position, to be able to take advantage of those crosses.
Amazing. Let's see if Bradley Barcola would come on the foot of that midfield is Vitinha. He can't find a pass because Arsenal are so cagey in this particular one. PSG looking for a ball forward. Kvaratskhelia drops very deep. Looks to be that ball carrier. Takes on his man. Can he get a ball to the left? He does. To the right where Dembele is. Dembele looks to take on Hinkapie. Says, no way, you ain't going past me. And Arsenal, the exact same script the first half ended this. That's the same second half as began with.
Well, yeah, people do forget that Arsenal and PSG played in the Champions League semi-final last season. And it was the other way around. Arsenal were attacking and PSG hit them on the counter, beat them at the Parc des Princes 2-1. And this time around, the script has been flipped. Arsenal, I would say, have learnt from that game. I'm sure Arteta has watched it probably like 1,000 times. Now they are patient, just allowing PSG to work, reserving energy, defending zonally, covering all the spaces, every blade of grass. And now PSG are the ones left to find a solution because of that early goal from Kai Havertz. So it's a very interesting setup for the second half. 45 minutes more. It's a one-off game. Unlike last season, that was a home and away tie. This time around, PSG have to find an answer and come from behind. A real test of character for them, but I think they do have the personnel. Do they have the tactical plan? Arsenal have proved superior in that department so far.
You know what's interesting about that game you're mentioning? The deciding factor in that game is not in this game. the deciding factor in that game that you mentioned, the
A
reason
foul
why
through
PSG,
in a Champions League final.
The reason why PSG, you don't see that often, the reason why PSG were able to beat that Arsenal team was because of a Gianluigi Donnarumma. And he's not in this game. And that's why you can see that there are so many frailties in this PSG setup. And that will be a mark on Luis Enrique's decision making. That decision for him to sell Donnarumma will come back to bite him if they are to lose this game.
Well, and also just to add to that, I think the Fabian Ruiz factor is in there too. He hasn't looked the same player. Hasn't played since January. Hasn't had any football. And Zaire Emery has been brilliant this season. I don't know. He's not starting this because Fabian Ruiz, to be honest, hasn't looked as sharp as he did in the previous season. So, I mean, a few factors in there, but there's enough quality still around that PSG team to be able to take Arsenal down on paper. In reality, it's been a completely different ball game. And the goal hasn't helped them. I think if it was 0-0, Arsenal would have been forced to commit more players forward. But now, as things stand, they are comfortable. If the game ends this way, they will be happy with the result. So PSG have to find a solution from somewhere. They need to start shooting on target. I mean, the few times in the latter parts of the first half, we saw them try to shoot. It was rugby shots all through. And yes, Dembele again, I'm sure he's been spoken to. Get yourself in those positions. You cannot be.
And PSG win the ball again. But Arsenal with a great win of it. And the referee says that will be a free kick to the Parisians on the edge of the box. And it will be a yellow card to Bukayo Saka, it looks like. And
that's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, but he's doing a good job defending as well.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. I believe that was a 50-50, but I'll have to see that again. That's quite unfortunate.
PSG were asking for the red card. The ball was there to be won.
The ball was there to be won. I think that's
that was cynical. That was cynical. It was 50-50, but just look at that.
He stepped on the ball.
No. I mean, just look at that.
It's the ball.
No, he didn't get the ball.
I don't think it's intentional.
It's intentional.
And I think that's what's probably on the referee's mind. It's not intentional. The ball was there to be won. Yellow card, I think, is a fair decision.
Yellow card is a fair decision. And PSG have a free kick. But these ones don't beat Raya. They don't, do they?
Well, they're going to have to if they into this, because this is likely the only way that PSG can score. So they're going to have to try and do something here.
That's Dominic Zoboslai play for them.
No, he doesn't.
This is his territory.
Nuno Mendes is quite good at these, but I don't know if he will take it.
But let's see if they can do anything.
Will have to be a world-class strike if it gets into the net.
And it will be Ashraf Hakimi who stands behind this one.
Just two players in the wall. I think the wall is short.
Ashraf Hakimi, you take a shot. And that's a good save from Raya. That's a good save from Raya. Too far out. But then again, Arsenal will look to build once again. PSG doing the pressing of their own. Good ball forward. And it's Marquinhos against Kai Havertz once again. And it looks like Kai Havertz has been isolated 1v1 versus Marquinhos.
And that is the tactic I was talking about. Marquinhos is the weakest link in this. I told you, they'll put Kai Havertz on Marquinhos because this guy's old. He's in the twilight of his career. There's no way that he can go up against Kai Havertz. He will tire him out.
Amazing stuff from Arsenal. Defense. Ball comes to Vitinha. He goes and finds skipper of the side, Marquinhos. Goes to the right. Joao Neves has given with. Back one to Hakimi. Joao Neves. Can he find the box? He goes back to find Hakimi once again. And PSG, like they've always done, have to start this all over again. Is that Arsenal still have the likes of Aburi Eze and Gyökeres on the bench?
Nah, I don't think there's a game for Aburi Eze with what they are doing on the field. In fresher legs, it will be a defensive pair just to close out the spaces. Eze is a Rolls Royce of a player. He'll give you something going forward. But I think off the ball, Martin Odegaard, we haven't spoken about him enough, has done incredibly well to close out those spaces. And I mean, tracking back, organizing, speaking to the guys. I think he's been brilliant. So Arteta doesn't have any reason to bring on Eze at this point in time. If it's 1-1,
goes past his man. Cross goes in, but PSG unable to make the most of it. Hakimi wins that ball. The referee says no foul. and back on the edge of the box once again. But PSG attacking sequences have been very poor, as much as Arsenal have been good. One-on-one again
and this
with
the
Kai
one-on-one.
Havertz.
This is the one-on-one I'm
And then
telling you
again,
about.
he
And-
commits that foul.
Yeah, that was
and the
silly.
referee
That was
says
silly.
he got in.
That was silly. That was a very silly foul.
Well, you'd
was a
expect
very,
those
very
physical duels every time. Havertz is mobile. He's moving across all centre backs, tries to back into William Pachu, and of course, intelligently, he will play for the foul.
Definitely, he will play for the foul. Remember, we are live right here at Arrows Lounge inside Aburi Gyankama, where we are having a good time right here. We'll be hearing from the CEO of Arrows Lounge, Mr. Joseph. He's in the building. We'll hear from him pretty shortly. He'll give us all the 411 about Arrows. Remember, here right after this game, we are partying till tomorrow, so you don't want to go anywhere. If you are still driving here, you can still come because it's going to be jamming, absolutely jamming. And ball to the right once again. Goes back to Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz finds Pacho Due. And Mr. Smith joined us in the building. Gary, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? 1-0 so far.
Abutre.
Yeah, Abutre. But me, I think it's over. I think it is.
Oh, Abutre.
We should relax. Gary Stemoko, relax.
Gary
So Gary Osmith is our regional content.
We waited 20 years.
And forever.
We waited 20 years. We can wait another 30 minutes.
So they said they can wait another 30 minutes. And we are still live right here from the Arrows Lounge in Aburi, where we are bringing you the big one. Arsenal PSG. 8 minutes on the clock. 32 minutes to go. Use this.
32 minutes plus change. We've seen a lot of things happen in stoppage time in football. Anything can happen. I think it's still a very long time between now and the final whistle. PSG will have to mix things around a little bit. Pull a few substitutions. Zai Emery, Bradley Bakula on the bench for them. They will have to bring them in, pair fresh legs here or there for Arsenal as well. I mean, the players on the pitch, the 11, have put in a really, really good shift. And will they be able to hold out for 90 minutes? I think not. They would have to find some help from elsewhere. And those dynamics probably affect the outcome of the game. One mistake, this is a Champions League final. One mistake can just turn the whole script upside down. And as things stand, Arsenal are in control. They'll be happy with that.
And a PSG press high. And I mean, Arsenal press high. They are giving PSG nightmares on their own side of the pitch. And Arsenal relentless, utterly relentless, looking to win every single ball. But PSG equally determined. And the referee says that is not a foul. He says Saka committed that particular foul. And Gabriel Henze and Mikel Arteta are completely animated on the touchlines.
Look, it's very important that Arsenal don't lose their head here.
Yeah,
Look, they are racking up these fouls. They're racking up these cards. Look, they need cooler heads here. They need calm heads here, because that could be the difference that lets PSG back in this game.
If I'm Arteta, I'm taking Saka off. Yeah.
And who comes on? Madueke, perhaps?
No, probably another.
A Calafiori.
Yeah, maybe Martinelli.
But PSG ball on the left. Cross goes in. Comes to the edge of the box. And there's nobody on the end of that. And PSG are making incursions. They are finding the holes. But then again, we are still right here. Ball to the right once again. PSG, Kvaratskhelia, and Arsenal will concede that corner right here on SportyFM. And we are live from the Aburi Gyankama, SportyFM, 106 MHz. And we are inching closer to the end of this one. Nana Kwame Labi has been tense. Nana Kwame, a lot of Arsenal fans think this is over.
I mean, it's looking like it, to be honest. I mean, I was one of the people who was rooting for PSG to massacre Arsenal in this game, but it looks like Arsenal have been very, very disciplined, holding the ball when they have to, clearing the ball when they have to, but they have to keep a cool head so they don't attract more yellow cards.
And PSG with the ball on the edge of the box. Can they get a cross in? Ball on the edge once again. 1-2, give and go. Is that a penalty? The referee gives it.
Oh no!
That is a penalty to the Parisians.
Hey, hold on.
What's he saying?
No, VAR is going to have a look
VAR
at
is going to have a look at it.
I think referee pointed to the spot. No, it was a clumsy tackle.
Hold on.
You don't give the referee the opportunity to make such decisions.
Hold on. Was
But do they want
was that
something
a
more?
penalty? In your opinion, was that a penalty?
No, on first viewing, I didn't think so. But then I'm saying, when you are clumsy, you give the referee the opportunity to make the call. There was no need to go to ground
I
on
think
that.
This will be close. This will be close. This will be very
So ball
close.
came into the box. 1-2. That surely was a
Oh,
penalty.
that looks bad. That looks bad.
Surely from Mosquera.
That looks bad.
And you see, I always told you.
That looks bad.
I always told you it was
that
about
was-
one moment.
Yes.
It was about one moment.
And that Mosquera.
They're not coming, Abby.
That Mosquera. Remember, we spoke about this in the beginning. That Mosquera change. That Mosquera change.
Yeah.
In the beginning, the lineup,
Yeah,
we said
yeah.
the weak link right
Yeah,
there.
because you see, Kvaratskhelia has that quality about him. I mean, you can beat him all day long, but you have that one moment.
That's a terrible,
against you.
terrible
You
tackle.
don't make a
So
decision
the
like
VAR
that.
is having a look at it.
Kvaratskhelia,
That's a
it's
terrible
going to be a
tackle.
penalty. Don't worry about it. It's going to be a penalty.
I think they're checking whether the card is going to be issued.
It's
here.
about whether it's a red card or a
Yeah.
yellow card.
Yeah.
It looks like a red card even. If he's the last man.
He has a yellow card already. So this may be very, very, very.
The VAR is not going to overturn the on-field decision
Yeah.
from the referee.
But Raya can save this, you know. Raya can save this.
Once he misses the ball.
But didn't he make contact with the ball?
No, he didn't. Just he didn't even touch the ball. But he went through the back of the legs of
That's
Kvaratskhelia.
always a terrible tackle. But Raya can save Arsenal here. Raya can save Arsenal here.
PSG have a chance to level.
But Mosquera is very lucky not to be sent
not
off.
to get a second yellow.
Mosquera is
But
very,
question
very
is, Eustace, are they going to take the chance?
I think PSG will score. I think it's going to open up the game. PSG will score. And then that changes the narrative for Arsenal all over again. Now they have to come out. They can't sit and watch PSG pull the accelerator down on them. It's going to be controversial. People are arguing here. But I think this is a clear-cut penalty.
I'm going to challenge your prediction, and I'm going to say David Raya will save this penalty.
I very much doubt that. It's the biggest way back into the game for PSG. They've been very lackluster at creating their own chances, and I don't think they are going to let this one slide.
I think David Raya will save this penalty. It's either Dembele will miss. Oh.
And Dembele with the ball. And Dembele scores. And PSG are level. Arsenal 1. PSG 1. The CEO of Arrows Lounge is celebrating. You want to tell us why you're celebrating?
Thank you, Kosi. I am really excited. Looks like the whole world is against PSG. And yeah, Kosi. So looks like the whole world is against PSG. And for someone who has been an ardent supporter of Lionel Messi, Pep Guardiola, and they having some sort of relationship with PSG, I have a soft spot for them, and I'm just excited that they've been able to equalize. And lo and behold, I know they are going to win the championship.
Amazing, sir. But when they win the Champions League, what is going to happen here at Arrows Lounge?
Well, so this calls for the biggest party. As we speak, rep your jersey. The setup is already gone. I have sent my DJs, and I can tell you that right after the game, the biggest party in Eastern region, Arrows Rep Your Jersey party, is going to jump.
And I'll tell you something interesting. You're live on Sporty TV across the African continent as well. So you're not just live on SportyFM. We are live on Sporty TV. So people in Nigeria are watching us. South Africa are watching us. Kenya are watching us. Spain are watching us as well. So the biggest part, and I know you can throw a party because last night you showed me something small.
Yeah, because I can tell you, I just checked the.
So Gary Smith is live on Sporty TV as well from the Arrows Lounge and bringing all the action right here. And Arsenal 1, PSG 1. So we are warming up for the big after party.
Yes.
Well, yes, we are warming up for the biggest party ever. Now it hangs in the balance. 25 minutes to go, and now Mikel Arteta has pulled off a substitution. He's brought on Victor Gyökeres for Martin Odegaard and taken off Mosquera as well. I think that Mosquera substitution should have come a while ago. His job was done, about 60 minutes, an hour into the game. He was on a yellow card. Very dangerous play from him. And you see, it's those moments of inexperience. This is a Champions League final.
Look, and you've nailed it. You've nailed it on the head, because this is where you need leaders to be able to calm down everything here. I think in those moments, that 10 minutes, I think Odegaard was terrible at leadership. He needed to calm his boys down, and Mosquera is very lucky to be going off and not get a second yellow card there. But that was a good substitution from Mikel Arteta.
Well, it came a tad late, I believe. Now PSG will have the wind in their sails, because Arsenal have to redesign the game plan all over.
Eustace, there's a reason why if you are a captain of the team and you are being subbed at 67th minute or 60th minute in a Champions League final, you should show the lack of character that you have. The captain of the team is being subbed off in a Champions League final when they go tie. The captain of the team. He has no character to be able to lead these boys in this final.
I don't think it's about character. I mean, Arsenal really want to... Hold on. Arsenal really want to win this game. They've considered a goal. You need Fat to be able to get back to the game. It's not about character in this. He's not good enough to be in this game for the next 30 minutes or 20 minutes or so.
So ball goes to the right once again. Hakimi, can he get across in and PSG with a corner?
Look,
Arsenal are having to change their game plan.
Arsenal have to calm down. First of all, they need to calm down because they seem rattled. The advantage is now gone, and they don't know what to do. They need to calm down. Look, emotions need to be in check here, because if you lose the emotional battle, you are in trouble.
Shout out to who's in the building right now. Where's my shirt? Where's my shirt? You didn't give me one. But PSG with the ball on the edge of the box. Arsenal with everybody back. The Parisians are looking to do everything. That's what we do. Back to Hakimi. Hakimi finds Dembele. PSG with some swagger in the play. Ball to the back post, and they go nowhere. But PSG are beginning to grow into this one.
Yeah, they will grow into this because Arsenal done all the work they've done in an hour with just that moment. Mosquera's job was done. He always had that error-prone moment about him. He's inexperienced. And this is the Champions League final. We were saying that he had pocketed Kvaratskhelia all game long. But Kvaratskhelia, you know that there will be a moment of brilliance for him. Clash moment player. He will come to the fore, and that's exactly what's happened. I think Mikel Arteta should have said at 60 minutes, Mosquera off. And I was even questioning why Bukayo Saka was still on now, doing that Martinelli could have been brought on. Well, that's my opinion. But the game has played out halfway through the second half. It's 1-1 with 20 minutes to go. PSG seem like they have the momentum. They are pressing. They are creating more opportunities. Now Arsenal need some risks if they don't want to lose this one.
Amazing. Remember, we are not only live on SportyFM. We are live on Sporty TV, where Gary Alsmith is to the team as well. We can see the likes of David Beckham, etc. In our kind of cut. The likes of Travis Scott are in the stadium as well as Arsene Wenger. And Arsenal need to get something done, and they need to do it quickly. Luis Enrique can't smell blood. Nana Kwame, where's the next goal going to come from?
Obviously, it's looking like PSG have gone into the game. And then with the firepower that they have, I mean, Kvaratskhelia, perfect run in behind Mosquera to get the penalty where the striker put that in the back of the net. But I think PSG are going to get the next goal if they keep playing like this. Keep the ball in the half of Arsenal. Make sure that your players are making the runs and get the inch-perfect passes to those players making the runs. You're going to get at least one more goal or even another penalty with the kind of play that... Look, at halftime, I was speaking to Raymond, and I mentioned that with the way the Arsenal defenders are throwing themselves in the box, going for the dangerous tackles in the box, there's a possible penalty in this game, and obviously, that's what happened.
And Arsenal with another chance, but PSG will head out. And now Arsenal need to get into their own. But PSG, great ball on the edge of the box. Can Arsenal get a shot away? But PSG would block that. Win the ball easily in midfield. Great ball forward. And the Parisians in control. And that will be a throw into the Gunners. And it's Desiree Doué It shouldn't be the next one to come off this radio.
Yeah, I do believe so. I think Bradley Bakola needs to be in this game. He's a bit more direct. He will stretch the game, and he will make sure that, PSG maintain their attacking impetus. But right now, I think Dewey has been very redundant in this game. He needs to be the one that needs to go. And here's a mistake.
PSG win the ball in the middle of the park. Can they get a ball to Dembele? Dembele on the edge. Looks to take on this man. In force. And he doesn't do anything with that. Should do a lot better, Dembele. But then again, PSG are getting their mojo back.
Look, Arsenal begin to make some mistakes that they weren't making in the first half. They need to calm down and play as disciplined as they were in the first half. The game is far from over.
And this is far from over. We are still live right here on SportyFM. Inside the Arrows Lounge. Inside the Aburi Gyankama. Ball forward now. Arsenal win the ball in the middle. And PSG take it right back and say, hey, listen, this is my ball. I've had almost 72% of it. Give it to me now. The Gunners need to dig deep. They need to go into their arsenal and find the right artillery to shoot down this PSG team. Kindly doesn't look like they do because the Georgian, Kvaratskhelia, is more hungry in Budapest. A shot from the edge and over the post. That was close.
And that's what they should be doing. That's what they should be doing. They took them so long for them to get to a point where they are taking these types of shots.
Absolutely. And the Parisians need to shoot. And they can sense it. They can sense that one more goal will decide this tie at the Puskás Arena. Will it be one worthy of the Puskás Award? Or one from a team that's hungry? Ball forward for the Arsenal. Ever since Kai Havertz got that goal, he finally gets a touch. He wins the ball beautifully. Kai Havertz and the goalkeeper will get that. And he comes up trumping these moments. Kai Havertz, the man for the big moments.
The man for the big moments.
Wasn't as big this time.
Exactly. I mean, he's shown a lot of hunger, even off the ball. I think he's been brilliant for Arsenal. They need an answer right now. They know what they've done is not enough to win the game. Now PSG, Hakimi is taking liberties on the right.
That's really doing. He desired to go forward, but he goes back and fights Vitinha, who's been an absolute metronome for this PSG team. Back once again, center circle action for the Parisians. They are being very elaborate in their build-up, pinging the ball about like they owned it. Arsenal digging deep like they were excavators.
Look,
they need to get something out of this.
Look, Arsenal playing right into the PSG hands. I think PSG flipped the script and are forcing Arsenal to play the way they want to play. And that's not the way that's going to help Arsenal. Arsenal need to play their game. They need to ignore what PSG are doing, but PSG are baiting them to play a very open game. And look, sooner than later, PSG will punish them.
Sooner than later, PSG will punish them. Long ball to Hakimi on the right side. The Moroccan looks, but ball is one brilliant by the Colombian. Arsenal, can they win? Get a counter attack? Leandro Trossard comes in field, looks for a pass. He dilly-dallies on it, swivels around in the center circle, goes left and finds Timber. No, mouse Luis Kelly. Luis Kelly back to Trossard, and PSG win that. But the referee said they did illegally. But Desiree Doué, he looks to have overstayed his welcome in this game, Eustace.
Well, yeah, I was thinking about that substitution myself. I think he should be taken off. 75 minutes, probably a fresher pair of legs in Bradley Bakola. That should be the substitution for Luis Enrique because there's still a lot to fight for. 15 minutes plus change, probably extra time on the horizon. I think both managers should be very calculated in the next few minutes for the decisions going to be taken. David Raya will come under some pressure. I can guarantee you that. But what will come of it?
Absolutely. 75 minutes on the clock. PSG 1, Arsenal 1. Can the Arsenal out and get something for this particular one? David Raya on the ball, launches one forward, looking for the Havertz. And PSG will watch that rule. And they would clear straight back into the hands of the Arsenal, who have a throw in. But Kai Havertz has been anonymous, Winston Michaels. And in a game like this where he's come and showed his mettle, perhaps should he make way for Victor Gyökeres now?
Well, I mean, Gyökeres has been subbed in for Odegaard. But yeah, I think it's the idea is to have more physical presence right there in the box and have two strikers that can probably work together to try and see if one of them can put the ball in the back of the net.
Bukayo Saka on the ball. Bukayo Saka comes in field and shoots. And PSG will repel that like they were Sasso. Header into the box. Arsenal with a chance. And ball is cleared once again. And PSG are living dangerously. And Arsenal with a chance once again. It is Bukayo Saka. But PSG recover beautifully. And Arsenal are getting and it's Kvaratskhelia.
Oh, no.
Can he strike forward?
And this
to
is the trouble.
Kvaratskhelia.
This is what I'm saying.
Can Arsenal recover? Another shot. And it's just well saved. And Arsenal
a very good recovery.
Outlast the tackle.
A very good recovery from
Great
Declan
recovery.
Rice. Declan Rice gave it all he could. What a good recovery right there. That was close.
Miles Lewis
Or was
Kelly.
that Miles Lewis Kelly?
I mean, that was blistering pace from Kvaratskhelia.
That was
neck-breaking
that was
speed.
Saliba.
Saliba,
was
I
doing
mean,
that.
just look at that.
Saliba did so well to recover well.
Put him off.
Without fouling.
And that, did I hit the bar? Hit the bar.
Ew.
That ball hit the bar.
That was close.
Then PSG with the ball now. Arsenal on the push. The Parisians can't smell blood. Ball goes into the box once again. And what would that be? Another corner for PSG. They are piling on the pressure, Eustace. And Arsenal are living dangerously.
Look, I said it. PSG.
Well, it took a deflection.
PSG has forced Arsenal to play the way they want them to play, and now it's counting against Arsenal. They need to forget that and go back to the way they play. You can't let these guys bait you into playing that
Cross
way.
goes into the box. And that wasn't going to be...
It does not benefit them in any way that they open this game and play PSG man for man. It does not benefit them at all.
Absolutely, it doesn't benefit them at all. And Mikel Arteta is calling up another substitute. What does he have up his sleeves? But I mean, Kvaratskhelia could have given PSG the lead. He didn't. And now PSG with the ball in the middle. Arsenal win it beautifully. Can the Parisians win it on the edge? Arsenal with a great ball. Bukayo Saka. Can he go in field? Takes on his man. But ball is won once again. And then again, Arsenal get into these good positions, Eustace, but they do nothing with it.
And look at Lewis
And there's another
Kelly.
mistake.
He's just been
There's
robbed
another
off the
mistake.
ball. He needs to foul his man. Puts pressure right on the team. And that will be called by the referee.
That was a brilliant recovery from Miles Lewis Kelly there.
I mean, it's been absolutely stunning in this one.
Yes.
I mean, a
he's
lot of
been
people doubted
outstanding.
at the beginning.
He's been outstanding. He's been outstanding in this game.
Played with very cool heads.
And this is what I was saying. Desiree Doué does not need to be in this game because he's been redundant this whole entire game. That was a perfectly good chance and he wasted it.
Absolutely. Miles Lewis Kelly. Not miles away from being a good player. And Chukwunon Somadueke.
Here comes the cavalry.
It's about to come on. So is Martinelli. It means Arteta wants to inject some pace into this one, Eustace. From the wings. And PSG win that once again.
It's very,
But
very
I mean, look
possible.
at it looks like both wingers are going to come off. What's the intent of this, Eustace? This substituting?
Well, obviously, they've run their socks off. They'll need energy in those areas to come up for the fullbacks as well, one in defense. So, obviously, Arteta just going for a fresh pair of legs. I'm sure it's going to be like-for-like substitutions. They need to get something on the board. Also, they'll come on with the instruction to cross those balls to find Victor Gyökeres with his aerial ability. They won't have a lot of space. Gyökeres can run off the shoulder of the last centre-back, but it's going to be very, very difficult in the last 10 minutes for both of these teams.
And Arteta needs all the energy he can get. We are still live right here at the Arrows Lounge. Aburi Gyankama. And there'll be a big party after this, irrespective of who wins. We will party till we can party no more. From Budapest all the way to Aburi, we are hungry for the amazing stuff that football offers us. Fabian Ruiz goes back, finds Marquinhos. Marquinhos goes and finds Vitinha. Still in the circle. The Parisians are building up in the middle. PSG, can they impose themselves on this game? Or the Arsenal have one more hurrah? Kvaratskhelia on the edge of the box. Loses take on his man. Strikes into the box. Goes past his man. But Arsenal win it. And that will be a best out from Julian Timber. But he gives the ball away so easily. And PSG steal and pick his pocket. And it is a ball into the box once again. A shot. And that doesn't find anybody in particular.
There's so much pressure on Arsenal right now. Look, they need, and this is why Arteta's bringing in the likes of Martinelli and the likes of Noni Madueke, because they need these two players to be able to take some of the pressure off of Arsenal. These are players who can recover well, defend, and also have the energy to hold the ball up top. So I think he needs to make this substitution as quickly as possible because they are really, really struggling at the moment.
Absolutely, they are struggling. 81 minutes on the clock, 9 minutes between Arsenal and Destiny, 9 minutes between PSG and another Champions League title, and it will be a corner. Can Arsenal be undone by their own?
This will be close.
And it will be a corner, ball crossed in, header in, and that doesn't beat anybody whatsoever. Nana Kwame, 9 minutes to go. Will we see more than 90 minutes for this one?
Well, I hope so. I'm not ready to watch 30 minutes of extra time. It's looking like Arteta is trying to get power into the game as he can get. I see Martinelli, Noni Madueke coming into the game. Now, these are players who have the pace. These are players who can also attract a few fouls here and there, set some things out for set pieces for Declan Rice to also put the ball in the box as well. So hopefully we get another goal, but I honestly, I think PSG may have the opportunity to put one in the box put one in the back of the post before the game ends.
Awesome stuff. And it is Bukayo Saka who's come. And why is Bukayo coming off? Kvaratskhelia is coming off for Barcola.
Well, I think there's an injury in there with his last run where he went out of the pitch. You could tell clearly there was something wrong with him. He had his leg strapped up about 20 minutes ago. So there's probably something not right with Kvaratskhelia. And there's an equal replacement for him.
Look, the PSG defense has also been very suspect. I don't know if you realize, but they've been living on the edge a little bit and getting a bit lucky. Arsenal need to be a bit sharper up top to make sure they put the ball in the back of the net because at this moment in time, PSG is going for it. Arsenal also going for it. And it's going to be very, very close. But the way PSG are defending, they are defending with a lot of luck on their side.
Absolutely. Personnel don't seem to and Arsenal breach that before the man's 83 minutes on the clock, 7 minutes to go. I remember, like I said, we are live right here at Aburi Gyankama. And Arsenal are going to do the long throw. Is this where the die will be cast? Declan Rice about to look to orchestrate something for the Arsenal. I mean, a Champions League final. Imagine if they long throw. We'll see if they can. Ball goes in. Can they get a shot? And PSG clear. And Arsenal always seem to have an opportunity. And Winston Michaels, like you said, the PSG defense seems very breachable. Long ball forward.
Yeah,
kind of fresh legs of Brady Barcola. Win that ball. He does. He goes past the goalkeeper. It's not a foul.
That was a very good timing.
The goalkeeper got the ball.
Very good timing.
Brilliant from Raya.
Good. I think David Raya's starting position was great. He grabbed the ball with both hands, not leaving any room for doubts. There's fine margins in this one at a stage like this. And we are bound to see the last 5 minutes. Very, very open game from both sides. End-to-end action we are expecting.
With a chance, they shoot. Doesn't go anywhere. Yes, Eustace, carry on.
So it's going to be very open. Arsenal have to psychologically be up there. Their mental fortitude has to be top-notch. David Raya, great starting position. He will have to be on his toes the rest of the game because, believe you me, PSG are going to attack from all angles. They have the men to do that. They've done that all season. Scored an incredible number of goals, but this has been Europe's best defense. Arsenal must rise to the occasion.
Definitely, and they've got Declan Rice in their midfield, so surely they will look to rise to the occasion. Ball to the right is Fabian Ruiz once again. He goes and finds Vitinha. Vitinha back to the right side, where PSG are looking to make incursions. Can they get something out of this particular one? Goals coming in 6th minute from Kaya Vert, 65 minutes. Moussa Dembele got that penalty. Yes.
So I mean, you can clearly see the adjustments that have been made in the second half, and we said it. Luis Enrique needed to change some things. You see, Vitinha has taken a lot more shots in this game. You can see some of the wingers taking the ball to the byline to try and create something, make something happen. And I think that has been a difference in this. In terms of personnel, Luis Enrique has really changed out the personnel, and it's really working out for PSG. That was a very good save from Raya right there. Incredible timing.
But I know some players who would have bought a penalty out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, Bakola
he's too honest.
Bakola is not that clinical.
Shot goes in, and that is blocked. I mean, I know a lot of players.
And this is why Martinelli's in the game.
He's going to get pace up front.
This is why Martinelli...
One-on-one. Can Arsenal get it? They waste it.
That was a terrible decision.
From the Gunners.
Terrible decision.
Utter waste.
No, I mean, this is criminal. You cannot pass the ball like this at this stage of the game. You are coming onto the field with fresh legs. Martinelli just literally got onto the pitch. I mean, it's a 3v3 situation. You are PSG cornered. Why do you overhit the pass? Was it even the right choice? He had two other options. Oh, come on now.
To be very fair, Gabriel Martinelli is not known for his decision making.
Well, but then again, I mean, the ball was at your feet. There was space in front of you. Even if you don't know how to make decisions,
hold on to the ball.
Easiest decision is to push it forward and run. Fresh legs. Ball on the right. PSG is Hakimi. Hakimi goes into the box. Can they get a header? Vitinha doesn't. Comes back to the left once again. And PSG, wave after wave of attack. Cross goes in, no focal point. And they will look for something. They won't find one because that came last of Hakimi. And it's PSG who can't smell it. They know that one slip from Arsenal and they will be European champions once again. Arsenal know that they have what it takes. One chance and they would make history. Write their names in gold for time to come. Luis Enrique has made one substitution. What other options are available to him, Winston?
I think the only other option that I would go for right now, because he seems to be going for the win. You need a Gonzalo Ramos if you're going to be spamming crosses in there. You need somebody like that. And they've been doing this crossing game all game, but they haven't had anybody who's come at the end of it. But the way that Dembele is playing, it's very difficult to take him off at this moment in time. So I don't know. Maybe you have to sacrifice Doué, but Doué is also holding the width. So it's a very difficult decision as to who you would bring in at this moment in time or make way for Gonzalo Ramos to come into this one.
I think Dembele hasn't been really stagnant in the box. He hasn't been that marksman, that target man that they could float those balls to. His biggest strength isn't his aerial ability as well. And Arsenal are known for their aerial prowess in defense. So it's gonna be
great ball
something
forward.
else.
Desiree Doué, can he stride into the box? Takes on this man. A shot goes in, and that was close.
Wow.
That was close.
And Vitinha.
It was Vitinha.
Vitinha's been knocking.
What a shot.
He's been knocking. He's been knocking all game, you know. Look, if you believe in momentum, you can bet that Vitinha probably has a say in this game because he's been knocking. That's his third shot on target. That was so close. So close to be in the back of the net.
And great work from Bakola. And that was close. It just hit the roof of the net.
He had Raya
great
beat
technique.
there.
Raya beating all heads up. And Vitinha could smell it. He could smell that winning goal. It wasn't to happen. And Raya is on the pitch.
He's suffering from cramps.
Absolutely. Arsenal will be concerned because it would have to be Kepa coming on.
No, but in this second half, I think he's been under a lot of pressure. Has been called upon to make many saves for his side. Best side defensively. Is their 7th goal conceded in the Champions League all season long. So, I mean, you'd expect the pressure. But, I mean, for us neutrals, we are absolutely enjoying this. We would want another 30 minutes in extra time. And we'll see both managers run those changes in the last couple of minutes. 6 minutes of additional time has been promised. 6 minutes for either of these teams to grab and go.
What a final this has been. Look, exciting from start to finish. I think everybody's on the edge of their seats looking to see what's going to happen next. I don't know which way this one's going to swing, but 6 minutes, it seems like a very, very long time. And we haven't even started. Look, it seems like a very, very long time, 6 minutes. It's probably going to go to about 8. Who do you think is going to win it? And are they going to win it in regulation time?
Well, let's see if that would happen. 6 minutes for Arsenal to make history. We would see if they can. We are still live right here at the Arrows Lounge where Arsenal are taking on PSG. In 6 minutes, it will be game over, perhaps, if there isn't any more time added on. And we would be here to bring you all the action. So grab yourself a drink, grab some food. Let's have an amazing time. We are live on Sporty 106.1 FM, on X, on Facebook, and on YouTube as well, bringing you all the action. Here I've got with me Winston Michaels, Eustace Nyakwe, and Nana Kwame Labi as well. And Arsenal head the ball on, and it will be cleared to touch, perhaps not. And it is PSG who've asked all the questions in the second half. And Arsenal are giving the ball away. Christmas is coming too early. And PSG are not taking advantage, Eustace.
Well, yes, just a quick one for the Panthers. If you are a big fan of the SportyBet app, you should get in there because the live in play option is very much alive. Who will win this game? 6 minutes in regulation time left. You can go for PSG. It's a very balanced order at this point in time. 11 against 11. Scoreline reads 1-1. So if you think there'll be another goal before the game ends,
looks like Dembele's
you should get onto the app and make some cool cash.
It looks like Dembele is cramping. There may be a need for a change here. You can clearly see he's struggling. I think he signaled to the bench for a substitution. You can see a worried look on Luis Enrique's face because his talisman has been fantastic in this game.
Well, I'm not too surprised because usually when you see Dembele get subbed off, means he's running socks off. With Luis Enrique, the moment you stop running, the moment you stop playing for the team, he yanks you off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Dembele being in the game up to this point means that he's really putting the shifts. He's really played to the instructions.
Yeah.
Maybe suffering from cramps. It's a high-intensity game.
Yeah.
You won't be too surprised. But Ramos is coming on.
Yeah.
So, he's the man for the aerial balls.
Yeah.
Now they can float in those balls properly. He has the aerial ability to fight Salih Gabriel in the heart of that Arsenal defense.
Ball comes to Achraf Hakimi. Goes all the way back to Fabian Ruiz, who looks to have lasted the entirety of this game. He comes to Marquinhos. Marquinhos goes back to find Vitinha, who has been that choir master at the base of that Paris Saint-Germain midfield. Fabian Ruiz looking for an outlet. Finds one in Bradley Barcola. Can he take on this man? That's so beautifully. Crosses the ball into the box. Back to Desiree Doué. Crosses again. Can he find anybody? He finds Barcola. A heavy touch from the Frenchman, but he looks to win that once again. Arsenal in 6th and 7th. PSG exchanging passes very, very intricately. And they keep hold of the ball as Arsenal look to initiate the press. Achraf Hakimi, the Moroccan, finds the Spaniard, Fabian Ruiz. Back to Achraf Hakimi on the right. Nobody in the box once again. PSG are pulling these strings, giving Arsenal the run around in the middle of the park. Ball back once again to Vitinha. Goes to the left and finds Barcola. Arsenal, great blocks of 4, making sure that they are a big wall in front of this PSG incursion. Can they keep it resolute for the next 2 minutes or so? Hakimi, great ball once again to Vitinha. Joao Neves swivels and passes once again. Passing exercise for PSG, looking for an incursion.
They seem very tired.
Yeah, they look tired. The Arsenal look exhausted. Put in a real shift, but you have to be ready to die on the pitch. Go all the way and stay with this PSG team. Don't allow any lapses because...
And Chukwunonso Madueke, can he get a ball forward? Great ball, but PSG once again winning. And that's a tactical foul.
That's a tactical foul.
Yeah. Very good tactical foul from Joao Neves.
Good tactical foul.
Well,
that's a very intelligent.
We call these ones the reducers.
That's a very intelligent play right there. Very, very intelligent.
Because Madueke was on his bike, and if he had gotten a stride on, but Kai Havertz, I mean, ever since the goal, has been anonymous.
Well, that's how he's played because I think for a large percentage of this game, they have been deprived of possession. So, I mean, you won't see Havertz on the ball, but off the ball, I think he's done incredibly well to keep the pressure on that PSG defense. I must admit that the PSG, it's been a game of 2 halves. The PSG defense have gotten comfortable this second half. Marquinhos, even with the luxury of being able to surge forward and distribute passes to the left and to the right.
Absolutely. Let's see what would come out of this one. Ball goes into the box. Can Arsenal get something? Great header. Ball on the edge of the box once again. Can Arsenal get that last dagger into the hearts of PSG's heart? Gabriel Martinelli on the left, crosses it in, a header, and that ball is cleared by Paris Saint-Germain. But Arsenal would keep that attacking flow going. And PSG on the push now. Arsenal can smell it. Can they get across into the box? Arsenal with the ball on the edge, swivels round, goes all the way back, and PSG have gotten their shape back, and they would clear that easily. But PSG winning once again. Ball to Barcola on his bike. Does he have the composure? Does he have the composure? Barcola shoots and he doesn't score. And this has been the criticism of players like Bakola, their end product.
Yes, exactly. And you can see why the likes of Desiree Doué start ahead of him.
Listen, Winston, with situations like this, a more experienced striker would have come in front of the defender.
Yes.
You can't touch me, I'll go down in the box.
Exactly.
Run across the defender. Why is he running wide? Why is he running wide?
And is that the final whistle?
And it looks like
yes, it is.
It looks like
and we are going to have another 30 minutes of action. Kobe Perry is still here. And you take views before we go into that.
All right. It comes to the favorite part of the show for me. It looks like a lot of predictions have gone down the drain. I want to see whether the Arsenal energy, the Ghana's energy is still here. Arsenal, oh say yeah. Arsenal, oh say yeah.
Yeah.
Arsenal, oh yeah. Arsenal, oh yeah. Okay, Anna Emiliano. PSG, oh say yeah. Yeah. PSG, oh say yeah. PSG, oh yeah. PSG, oh yeah. A lot of predictions have gone down the drain. A lot of predictions have gone down the drain. But we can stretch it to the extra time. I think there was only one prediction that said Arsenal will win on penalties, and that came from Mr. Essien. He was the only one who said Arsenal is going to win this game on penalties. Yes. You are the only one who said Arsenal is going to win this game on penalties. It looks likely we have the next 30 minutes to predict or to see if that can happen. If you have anyone who predicted 1-1 at the end of the game, no one predicted 1-1 at the end of the game. Unfortunately, I shouldn't give you. I don't give you the mic. All right, now they give you the mic. Who do you think eventually will end up as Champions League winner 2026?
PSG, of course.
PSG, of course. Charlie, I like the strong belief here. I still have some fans here. Let me get here. I see a Bassa Jesse. Charlie, the Deco boys are here. The Deco boys are here. More signings were Sumu signing. Undercover signings, Sumu, Mushe Suma, Mushe Katase, and I'm here signings, Sumu. Then I go to Bassa fans.
Business,
What's a business? A Sumasi business in Kwa. What I say?
Business,
So, right now, do you want Laporta to stay?
Yeah.
Hey, Bassa fans, all of a sudden Laporta stay. Hey, Charlie. Laporta, where you boys say, make it left. Second, you sign Anthony Gordon, you will sign Alvarez. All of a sudden, Laporta should stay.
Oh, no.
Charlie, football fans, more kind of crew. Hey, fans, more kind of crew. Hey. All right. Okay, so in this point, I don't know why, but I feel like you are supporting Arsenal, right?
Yeah, I'm supporting Arsenal.
Why? Why don't you like PSG?
No,
you know they like PSG, man.
What team the back-to-back?
The back-to-back, they pay you.
But we can't do it. So
because you have not been able to, you not allow anyone to do the back-to-back. But your rivals have been able to do it. Madrid, yeah. So how's it?
Many there they can do it.
Yeah, obviously. But do you think this game will go into penalties, or we should look for a winner in the extra time?
You know, I don't like penalties.
You don't like penalties?
But I want us not to win the game.
Anytime someone says I don't like penalties, it's either the player themselves or they've been a goalkeeper before.
I don't. That is good, but penalty there mostly.
It's lack, right?
Yeah, it's lack. So
all right,
like
sure.
So I don't ask not to win the game.
Okay, I want to speak to some fans who have been quiet all night, boss. I said, "Oh, Nyama Bebre, come by now, I want to hear from you now. What are your thoughts on the game so far? Have you enjoyed the 90 minutes of football? Yeah. This is a proper final. This is not like last year's final where they beat someone 5-0 near the Charlie final near show 5 there. Which level?
What's the ball there?
And Agronifum.
Yeah. The way I gave this second. Okay. A 10 minutes now.
game na kwenda. Na PSG.
Then PSG had to go back to Mama. He is obviously a PSG fan. Obviously a PSG fan here. Mr. Kofi from operations. Mr. Kofi. What complaining, sir? What complaining? What is your problem? Like, what is the issue? What is the issue? I feel the Ateta out again. Now he's overthinking. Hey, Charlie, what is? Charlie, Arsenal fans will take this. We will not take this from you, Arsenal fans. You were here supporting Arteta, and he's the best coach, and he's better than Enrique. Now he say he's overthinker. Oh, Charlie.
And he's put on Eze.
So that's overthinking. He wants to win the game. That's why he's going on attacking.
Luis Kelly has been the best player on the.
So he shouldn't have taken Luis Kelly out.
He's not exhausted, so why do you take him off?
How do you know Luis Kelly is not exhausted? Charlie, me and you there here. We there Aburi Gyankama, then there Budapest. You know, the person no tire. Charlie. All right, General, your thoughts. Still, your voice of sports, SportyFM 106.1. Over to you, the General.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for joining us right here at the Arrows Lounge inside Aburi Gyankama, where we are bringing you that game between Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain, all the way from the Puskás Arena in Budapest. We are live on SportyFM, live on X. We are live on YouTube, and we are live on Facebook as well. Remember, there's a big party right here after. No matter how it goes, we will have a party. Nana Kwame. There's a party near Papi.
I mean, I came here for the party. Win or lose.
That's how the team and come and found.
And family hosting one. My G2 will be per one on ya. I came here for the party. They say yesterday some live band happy for here.
Oh, then be heavy.
Me, I left Accra come here.
Oh,
for
bro,
bite.
last night was epic.
Bitey, papa.
In epic proportions, right here at Arrows Lounge. I was here last night, actually.
Really?
And Mr. Joseph Mitchell had a good time. Sergio said, good time. But ball for Arsenal on the right. Can they get a ball into the box? A cross goes in, and that's cleared. And Noni Madueke looks to be the man to come on to make a difference.
Look, I want to commend Arteta for some of the changes that he has made right now. They've made some very positive changes. You can see Eze has come in there. I think he's a big X-factor. Changed this game, put it back on its head. PSG need to lock in defensively. Like I said all game, they've been suspect. Defensively, they've been very, very, very suspect. And here comes the famous Arsenal routine from a corner. This is where they're going to employ what they've been doing to the Premier League all throughout the season. Hoping it'll work here. Let's see if they can get ahead here. If they get ahead here, it's game over.
It's game over. And let's see if Arsenal can do something with this. Nana Kwame, Arsenal with the corner. Madueke, can he deliver?
He got to a penalty.
He gets it in. And header goes in. And PSG clear.
Gonna be a penalty.
Yeah. But Winston, I mean, Arsenal, they've brought on a lot of firepower. Should they go all out, gang-ho in this one?
I think that's what they are going to do. But I still believe, look, in a game like this, you have to do something, all right? And Arteta has chosen to go for it. I still think that playing into the hands of PSG was a terrible idea. But look, if you must win, you must also take a risk. So I understand what Arteta is doing here. He has to go for it. PSG are going for it. You can't also sit and soak pressure the whole entire game. So
Cross goes in again.
Let's see if it pays off for Arsenal.
But destroy everything.
And, then again, PSG are looking to do everything possible to get across the line. And the Arsenal technical team are analyzing this. They've thrown all their cards into the ring. There are no more cards to throw in Anakwame. If this goes south, what do they do?
I think it will be a big mistake for them to go all out in this one. I mean, we've seen Bakola outrunning Saliba twice, and this is something. A third one could cause mayhem for Arsenal. So I think they should still be the solid team that they started with. Try and catch them on the break, and then see whether they can salvage something from that. But if it comes boot for boot, I think Arsenal do not match PSG when it comes to pace.
Absolutely. Let's see if PSG have it in the tank. Now it will be a battle of fitness, a battle of resolve, a battle of nerve right here at the Budapest Arena. Who it will be more hungry for this particular one. To I heard an Arsenal fan, no, a PSG fan, mistakenly bought a ticket to Bucharest instead of Budapest.
Yeah, he's stuck there.
So he's stuck in Romania while the game is going on. Madueke on the edge of the box, and Arsenal get one. Great play, and that will be a foul. Timber
Yeah, that was
drag
a foul.
this man back.
That was a foul. That was a foul.
But the Arsenal fans who agree
That
on
was
that
clearly a foul. That was a foul.
But that is a foul. Timber, man of Timber, drag this man back. Did he hit him in the face? He did. And Zaire Emery finally comes on.
And this is the change that PSG fans have been wanting to see. I think Fabian Ruiz has done a good job. But look, he hasn't been fully up there. And injecting Zaire Emery into this makes their midfield a bit more dynamic. I think he's fully fit. He's been playing most of the games. And he probably has a say in this final as well.
Absolutely amazing stuff. The Frenchman Zaire Emery came through the ranks at PSG. And is he going to be able to get something out of this one? And you know this routine PSG do? When they have goal kicks, they play it out of play. Deliberately.
To occupy the space. It's a tactical play right there that Luis Enrique has ingrained into his team. He wants to occupy all the spaces in the opposition half so that they press. And, he's all about that press, starting it as high up as possible. That way there's not a lot of pressure on him. So it's a tactic that he's been using to try and see if he can take advantage of Arsenal with the ball.
95 minutes on the clock. We are still live right here at Arrows Lounge. The party is about to get started. We've got some amazing DJs on rotation. So today will be epic. Plenty to eat, plenty to drink. The baby girls too are coming. They are coming. So demand them. You want to flock in right about now. And the PSG with the ball at the back. And Arsenal still press with the fresh legs. Madueke with the ball. But can Arsenal win it? Yes, they do. On the edge of the box. Can they get a goal? Comes back to Eze. But Eze...
He should have hit that one time.
With a very, very bad pass.
He should have hit that one time. I
He
don't know
really
what,
should
I
have
don't know what
passed
he
that
was
well.
doing there.
And PSG at the back. Can Zaire Emery get one forward? But Arsenal pressing, and they win the ball again.
Zaire Emery, in the space of a minute, has made 2 errors here.
Absolutely.
He needs to really get focused and get in this game as quickly as possible, or else things will really, really, really go. It's going the other way. Yep, that's a handball.
Absolutely. PSG win the free kick. Referee says, hold on. But if they should go to penalties, I mean, PSG, their goalkeeper, it's not one that you fancy, would you?
No, I think if it goes to penalties, I think Arsenal are probably the favorites to win it. They have the better goalkeeper. I think they also have very good penalty takers. So PSG will do well to win it in regulation time.
PSG will do well to win in regulation time. They are pressing like irons. Long one forward from David Raya. Header goes out, and PSG win the second ball once again. Pinging it across the midfield beautifully. And they give it away to Arsenal. What's the referee saying? Nothing. Arsenal with the ball in the middle of the park. And it's Martin Zubimendi. Can he get one forward? Arsenal, great interplay from the Gunners. They can smell. And that's a great win of the ball.
That's a mistake right there.
Absolutely
Let's see if they can
fantastic.
capitalize on this.
And PSG win the ball beautifully.
Oh,
is that a yellow card?
That's a tactical foul. He needed to foul that. He needed to foul him there.
And Victor Gyökeres.
He needed to foul him there. That's a very good foul. That's a very, very good foul.
And he nipped in its bud before he could make progress.
You don't see that often, tactical fouling like that. You don't see that very often.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
If
especially from a
not,
striker.
that was 3v3, and the PSG would have had a way forward. But now it means he needs to be careful. Gonzalo Ramos, the man who came on at the end of that, once again, it will be a ball on the edge of the box.
Look, Vitinha's been knocking, man. He's been taking those shots. I have a feeling that he could get lucky and put one in the back of the net. Because right now he's standing on this. I don't know if he's going to cross it. Looks like he's going to cross it. Well, they do have the men in the box. Let's see if they will be able to power their way through. But Arsenal are very good at defending these. So let's see. Let's see what happens.
Vitinha launches a long one out, a header out. And back on the edge of the box once again. And it will be a throw-in to the Parisians who are knocking. And are knocking very hard. Remember, we are live at Arrows Lounge. If you are listening to us on SportyFM, or perhaps you are watching Gary on Sporty TV, we are global. We are the voice of sport right here at Arrows Lounge at Aburi Charlie Eustace, you come survey the environment. How you see him?
It is smooth, very, very smooth.
You enjoy them?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love the atmosphere here, and Charlie, I wish we didn't have to go today.
Are you going today?
Not a chance. Not a chance.
But are you going today?
No.
Yeah,
I'll be here today. I'll be here tomorrow as well.
Amazing stuff. We are here. We are not going anywhere.
I'll extend the after party.
Absolutely. Gary Smith has a smile on his face. He says, make sure you go to church tomorrow. There are a lot of Presbyterian churches in the area.
Yeah,
Eustace.
we'll find one to
We'll find one to go to.
Yeah,
you bring church attire,
everything
or you
is
go
set.
to church
Everything
in your
is set.
sporty t-shirt.
Everything is set.
We are still live right here at the Arrows Lounge, and we are live on Sporty 106.1 FM. The entire crew is here. 100 minutes on the clock, and Arsenal have it all to do. I can see preparations ongoing for the after party. They are mounting gadgets. Winston, they are mounting gadgets.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't know if it's going to be a party for the Arsenal fans if they lose this one. I think it will probably be better if they win it. I think the party will probably be way better if Arsenal fans win it.
Absolutely. Hey, is that Dro Fernandez, the former Barcelona player? He's on the bench for PSG. Hasn't had too much of a look in. Wadu's player, Dro Fernandez.
La Masia product.
La Masia product. And PSG win the ball in the middle of the park. But Eustace, what have you made of Vitinha's performance in this game?
Well, I think especially it's been a good game for him. He's had a complete midfield dominance in the second half, especially. And I mean, we've all known he's had that quality, Vitinha, since his time at Wolves in the Premier League. But he's taken it a few notches higher. Absolute quality, the way he's dictated that play. Arsenal have sat back and haven't put a man to challenge him. And now they've introduced Aburi Gyankama, who will have a lot of defensive duty. And I can understand why Mikel Arteta was reluctant to bring Eze into this. They will be defending for large periods, as has happened.
Ball goes
Noni
to Madueke. Can he get one across? He's looking for a penalty. Referee says no way.
That was a shoulder to shoulder.
No.
That's not a penalty. That was a shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, that was shoulder to shoulder.
He was looking for it. He was looking for it. Wanted to go down.
And you know, in situations like that, I said, for example, Barcola should have bought a penalty in that situation.
Yeah.
I know a lot of players who will buy it. They are smart enough to want to get in. Even Kai Havertz would have bought a penalty there.
Yeah, of course.
But that one, because they were shoulder to shoulder, it was very difficult to sell.
Absolutely.
Well, referee said no penalty on field, so VAR does not come in at all. It's a decision that will stand a few boos from around the arena in Budapest.
I don't like the freedom they are giving Eze. I feel like if he gets a chance, PSG may really suffer. If he really gets a clean chance right there. Eze has been allowed to roam.
PSG with a chance on the edge of the box. Great interplay from the Parisians. Arsenal look to win it on the edge. Can they get a ball forward? It's a long hoop forward. And Arsenal have everybody behind the ball.
But they are still asking for it like 3 minutes after the fact.
It's not a penalty, so I don't know why they are still asking for it.
Nah, not going to happen. Luis Enrique is asking his boys to step it up a little bit.
And Declan Rice gets booked.
Because it's not a penalty.
He's remonstrating about nothing. I think he wants the referee to look at the VAR.
And they're not going to because it's not a penalty.
But you see, it shows a lack of experience at this level. Great player he is. But you don't remonstrate 3 minutes after a decision.
So now whatever happens, you can't make a tackle. I mean, if it's a tactical foul.
Mikel Arteta gets a yellow card as well.
He's losing his
but
mind.
I mean, in times like these, emotional intelligence.
This is not a penalty.
This is important. No, this is not a penalty.
Hold it. Look. Madueke holds Pacho. Look, Madueke.
This is not a penalty. No, he drags Pacho down.
It is not a penalty.
He drags Pacho down. It's not a penalty.
This is never a penalty. This is never a penalty.
I mean, he actually
Madueke grabs Pacho.
No, because Madueke hooks him. Madueke hooks him and drags him along.
It's never a penalty.
Madueke hooks him. He hooks him and drags him along. That's not a penalty. That's soft.
It's not even a penalty. It's not even a penalty. Madueke holds.
No,
does anybody think this is a penalty?
Guys, this is a Champions League final. You don't win a penalty like this.
You're not gonna get away with it. You're not gonna get away with that.
I mean, because
every player can go down in the box and expect a penalty.
Look.
The referee has waved away a few already.
Look, if they check the VAR, he will get booked for simulation.
Yeah.
If they check it, he'll get booked.
Because you get ahead of the guy and you hook him along and you drag him to the floor. How is that a penalty? Nah, not a chance.
I mean,
in
but
this one.
psychologically, I mean, does this do any damage to Arsenal?
Listen, they need to work for their goal.
They are rattled right now.
They need to work for the goal. Don't look for cheap penalties. It won't happen.
Anyway, 1 minute till half of extra time is over. And Arsenal wanted a penalty. They are not going to get it. Declan Rice got a yellow card for his troubles.
Yeah, so did Arteta.
And Arteta got one as well for that emotional, animated outburst on the touchlines. And PSG about to make another substitution. And they feel that there's something in this game for them. They feel that they can keep it going. There's 2 minutes of time at the dawn. At the end of the first half of extra time, the game is traveling. It's traveling very, very, very far. PSG look to be in control now. Can they put the final nail in the coffin? Or Arsenal have something up their sleeves? Do the Gunners have history in their DNA? Because they are on the cusp. So are the Parisians under Luis Enrique. Who can smell it? Will the trophy go to London? Or it will go to Paris? And PSG interchanging the passes, flicking it up and about the pitch. Arsenal are chasing shadows right now. Paris have all the ball. Arsenal should have all the balls to go out there and challenge them for it. Ball forward to the of the Arsenal defense. PSG, can they get one forward? A cross goes in, and it will be a throw into the Parisians. And Martinelli, we've not seen so much of him since he's been on.
Yeah, he's doing his defensive duties, but I think going forward is where they need him the most. He hasn't really been effective. But, you know, maybe he's now settled into the game. So let's see how the second half of extra time goes.
Let's see how it goes. And ball goes forward once again. To nobody in particular. And Arsenal have a chance to hoof a long one forward. Can they find Eze, who wins the ball, but he doesn't win the second ball? And it's Zaire Emery. Great play from Zaire Emery. But PSG give the ball away once again in the middle of the park. And it's Arsenal who have Madueke dropping very deep. Eze, can he get on that ball? Eze swivels. Goes all the way back to find Martin Zubimendi. Zubimendi will go back to Gabriel Megalesh, who find Julian Timber, who launch a long one forward. Great flick on to nobody in particular. And it will be a throw into PSG. We'll take this very quickly all the way to Sofanov. And that will be the whistle to signal the end of the first half in extra time.
At this point in time, I want a word from just one man. Just one man. I want a word from just one man. He's my Oga Kwata 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 at the top. I call him Gaza. They call him Gary Al Smith.
Charlie,
boss,
you're
a man of few words, but it looks like you see into the spirit.
Amen.
At 60th minute, they asked you what was going to happen, whether you were taking it away. You said, Entubwasi. Hey, Entubwasi. One day, Entubwasi.
Yes.
What is going wrong with your team?
I don't think anything is wrong.
Oh, wait.
I just think that PSG's experience showed.
Sure.
For those who were listening to the guys during the week, Nana Kwame and Eustace were saying throughout the week that PSG were going to score.
Oh.
You know, and they gave the analysis why. So when we scored the first goal, I was very happy because I knew PSG will score. If PSG scored first, I would have been very worried because they are better at keeping
the ball.
Yes, and we have not been tested against a team of their caliber in a bit. These guys are not Atletico Madrid. So I was always happier the closer we got to full time. So when the goal came, you could clearly see that they got on the front foot. They could have really hurt us because we were rattled for about 10-15 minutes and we were lucky. There are about 2 penalty calls that PSG didn't get.
The Bradley Bacola one.
The Bacola, no, not even that. There was one that hit
Saka's hand.
And then there was the other one that also hit somebody else's hand as well.
I think
Hincapié's hand as well. So there have been some 50-50 calls all around the pitch. But shout outs to the ref. I think that he's been very good in allowing the game to flow and so on and so forth. The inexperience showed with the yellow card to Arteta and Rice.
Declan Rice.
I mean,
they got caught in a moment. I mean, the emotions were flaring.
You want a VAR call. The guy is not giving the call. Move and focus on the game. That's your job. Because you see, one of the reasons why I've had problems with Arteta is that he transmits his emotions too many times to the players, and we've seen that happen season after season. This season he's been a bit better at it, but he gets too. I mean, the players are going to take a cue from you.
Sure.
You should be calm. See Luis Enrique. I mean,
very calm on
you
there.
give him the decision. You don't give him the decision. We move.
You move on.
You know what I'm saying? So
Sure.
just keep it.
Do you think that yellow card to Declan Rice is going to play an integral role to who wins the game in the last 50 minutes?
I'm hoping not. If it was 30 minutes, I would have been worried. But because he's so integral to the game and the way he plays, but thankfully
he's my man of the match so far.
Yeah. Today he's not playing an attacking role.
No.
He's playing a defensive role.
Mopping up everything.
And I'm just hoping if PSG put 2-3 players on him, we could be in trouble.
Obviously.
Because then he might be forced to make a tactical
a tactical foul,
But
and-
so far, I've been happy with the way our guys have played.
Sure.
Having not been at this level in a while.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just hoping they can keep it together. And frankly, I don't want it to go to penalties.
Obviously.
I want a moment. Oh, look, see,
Oh,
Charlie.
no.
Charlie. Oh, Charlie.
No, why?
Oh, Charlie.
Nail biting.
Yeah. Literally nail biting moment.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping for a moment of magic to kill the game, and then it'll be fine. Vitinha is off.
But
Hallelujah.
I don't want to jinx this.
Hey,
I don't want to
hey,
jinx something.
hey.
I'll tell you what I don't want to jinx. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
For some funny reason.
So those.
For some reason. Raymond Kokunyamado.
He has vanished.
Predicted that every goal that would exist in this game would have to come into this particular net.
And he has.
And for
right.
funny reasons, all the two goals are here. And if there will be a next goal, it will have to be from PSG. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
All right.
Now, the game is back. Definitely have to hand over to the General Kostifiaka himself. Enjoy.
Raymond says the next will come to PSG. What convinces you?
Oh, bro. I mean, you should study the pattern of the game. All the two goals you've seen in the game have come from this right-hand side of the post. Okay, so that's where the next goal is going. So PSG is most likely going to score. If they don't score, I'm sure they get to win on penalties, possibly on that same part of the pitch.
Raymond has seen something we've not seen. Long ball forward for PSG. Arsenal need to defend this properly. But that ball is won beautifully. But it's Zai Emery who just come on. And PSG with the ball. Arsenal on the push. Back in the middle for Paris Saint-Germain. They are looking to keep possession for as long as they can. 15 minutes is all they have if they are to exert. While we're looking, Zabarni and Beraldo have come on to replace Marquinhos and Vitinha. It means PSG look for William for the back line because they believe Arsenal will launch balls forward. They needed height. Ball came forward once again. PSG with a chance. Great save from David Raya. Heroic save from Raya, Eustace.
What a clearance from Zubimendi. What a clearance.
Well, he had to be brave on that. Full marks to David Raya on that one. I think that was an excellent call. Came out, had to be brave. Didn't bother about the boots going in his face, but what a save. Top save from a top draw goalkeeper.
Man.
I'm sure Gonzalo Ramos saw his name in shining lights. But David Raya says, no way. I'm not going to watch that happen. PSG win the ball once again. Great interplay from the Parisians. Arsenal on the push. Can they define? Ball on the right. And is he brought down? No, he's not. On the edge once again for PSG. Can they get a shot into the box? Dele Dalli shoots. Doesn't get the ball into the box once again. And it comes back to Zabrani. Ball to the right. Ashraf Hakimi. Can he get across into the box? It's wiring Zai Emery. Back to Hakimi. Hakimi looks for a cross. And it goes straight into the gloves of David Raya. But PSG, they want to wrap this up, Eustace.
They want to wrap it up, and they are piling on all the pressure that they can go in, watching those balls in. Of course, Goncalo Ramos has come in, so they know his aerial threat and what he's able to do in that box. Arsenal need to find an attack on their own. They need to create something because they can't just live out the rest of the game hoping for penalties. They need to put something on the board because if you allow pressure, eventually the windmill will break. PSG will score if you give them an avalanche of chances.
Great swivel in the middle for Arsenal. Ball on the right once again. Noni Madueke. Is he brought down? The referee says yes.
Yeah, that was a
and
foul.
that is a foul on Madueke.
That was a foul.
By Desiree Doué. Brought his man down. Another set piece opportunity for the Gunners and they will look to make the most of this particular one. But Dewey, generally, how have you rated him in this game? Desiree Dewey, what have you made of his impact on the game?
I think he's been quite instrumental from a tactical standpoint. In terms of impacting the game, I don't think he's impacted the game that much. But from a tactical standpoint, he's been able to stretch, the defense at times. He's been very, very good. He's a runner, and he's worked very, very hard.
He has worked very, very hard. And Declan Rice will look to deliver this into the box. And can Arsenal make anything out of it? We are still live right here at the Arrows Lounge. Inside the ball goes in. Sofanov will save. And it will come back to PSG. Who, through Hakimi, will look to launch a counter-attack. But Arsenal say no. They shut the door on that. And back to Zabrani, who will find a pass into the middle of the park. And it will be PSG who will look to build again. William Pacho launches a long ball forward, looking for Zaire Emery. Finds him on the right channel. Zaire Emery takes on his man beautifully. Looks to get into the box, but great play. Beautiful play from Zubimendi there. And Arsenal will launch it. But Zabrani, does he have the pace? He finds his goalkeeper. Press will press. And Arsenal will keep going. So will PSG. Eustace, you have a feeling that both teams will want this wrapped up in regulation time?
Yeah, I don't think the lottery of the penalty shootout is anything these teams will want. It's a cruel way to determine where a championship goes. And PSG, with all the experience in the bag, will look to wrap this up. Arsenal haven't been here before. And I've said that mentally, this is going to be the biggest test for them this season. They haven't been here in 22 years. They have a chance to make things right. 20 years.
But hold your horses. PSG have completed 743 passes. Arsenal 181.
But do you see
over 600 more?
But the scoreline says it's 1-1.
Do you see that?
That doesn't much matter.
It's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, possession maybe shaded heavily in one favor, but Arsenal, I think, are still in the game. They are still in this extra time battle because they have a goal on board equal to what PSG have produced from all that possession. So we still have about 10 minutes left in extra time. Any moment could change this. We'll need a moment of quality from either side to win this. Here's PSG on the ball.
Ashraf Hakimi on the right channel. Looks to find Joao Neves. He finds him. Can he get into the box? No, he can't. And does he win a corner? The referee says
I think that's
a goal kick. But Zubimendi has been impressive since he came on.
It's a corner.
He's mopped up a lot of those balls. And Winston.
Yeah, he's been very effective coming in there. I think he's a very difficult player to beat one-on-one. I think he's provided Arsenal with a bit of balance ever since his introduction. Much better than the likes of Odegaard and the likes who were in the midfield earlier on. I think he's made Declan Rice's job much, much easier.
Absolutely. It will be a corner from Desiree Doué. He gets the ball into the box. Can he get a header? It doesn't go anywhere. Arsenal will look to hit PSG on the counter-attack. And that will be mobbed up all the way to Sofanov, who would come and restart the attack for the Parisians. 9 minutes on the clock. Who would get that sucker punch? Who would get that decisive goal? Or would have to go to the lottery of penalties? Now both teams seem sucked out of energy. But the Paris Saint-Germain lads would hold on to the ball for as long as they can.
I think the longer this game goes and it hits penalties, I think it's in favor of Arsenal. So I think Arsenal need to just keep maintaining what they're doing. If they can score, they need to. But if they don't, I think they should ride their luck. Ride their luck in penalties.
The penalty always favors the underdog, if you do ask me. You remember your very own Chelsea in 2012 when they dragged it to penalties. That made the difference. It is a lottery. Anything can happen in a game like this. And we are counting down to it. 8 minutes on the clock. PSG playing keep ball. Picking the ball around like it was their property. We might as well hand them a suitcase so they put it in and take it back to Paris. But the only thing they want to take back to Paris tonight is the Champions League trophy once again. And Arsenal know they will have to dig deep if they are to win it. And Eze, Madueke, Martinelli have been with their responsibility questions. So far, they haven't. We're live, and David Ryan, and he has been monumental, Winston.
He's been phenomenal. I think he's kept them in the game. David Raya's decision making today has been phenomenal. He's a safe pair of hands back there. He's been making sure that the score stays 1-1 and remains 1-1 for as long as the game goes on.
Absolutely. Ball go forward once again. And PSG are looking to cause a mix-up in the Arsenal defense. And Arsenal need to do something and do it quick. They seem very content with what they have used this. Rightly so. Should they just suck it in and wait for penalties? Or they should look to find a goal?
I think both teams will want to find a goal. I mean, PSG themselves now look tired. The intensity on the game has dropped a little bit. I think they've given everything. There might still be time for a moment of brilliance. They still have the men on the pitch. Goncalo Ramos has come in. Bradley Bakula has come in there. They are still fresh. They didn't start this game. They still have more to give. Arteta asking his guys to come out and play. Doesn't want the penalty shootout. Enrique animated on the touchline as well, and you can tell why. He thinks this game is up there for the taking.
I haven't seen two coaches coach this hard since what do you call it? Since the Real Madrid Liverpool final. I haven't seen two coaches coach this hard.
Arsenal with a good chance on the edge of the box, but they do nothing with it. They don't seem interested in attacking. Is this?
Yeah, they just want to hold out and play it till 120 minutes. It may be a costly decision because Noni Madueke could have just latched onto that pass and maybe taken a shot. You never know what will happen. But they are too eager to retreat tactically. 114 minutes played. PSG themselves have slowed the tempo.
And PSG with the ball forward. Can they find anything from this? Ball comes to the right once again. And it is infield from Bradley Barcola, who had come on as a sub, into the middle where it will be Zabani who would latch onto that. And it is Joao Neves. Joao Neves will look to Zabani. Zabani will hold on to the ball. Back to Joao Neves. Joao Neves back to Zabani. Can Zabani get the ball forward? He doesn't. He goes and finds Ashraf Hakimi. PSG playing in triangles now. Arsenal need to come out and get the ball. Here's Bradley. Barcola. Cross goes in. And it doesn't happen. Ball on the edge of the box once again. PSG have all of the ball. Arsenal are soaking up the pressure. Can they manufacture another counter-attack right here? It is 5 minutes to go, Eustace. 5 minutes. Should PSG look to take the initiative?
They should take the initiative. I'm just chancing on a statistic. Safonov in his career has faced 41 penalties. He saved 10 of those.
How many?
10 out of 41.
10 out of 41.
Yes.
Can you pull out David Raya's statistics as well?
Okay, I'll quickly check on that. But Safonov has an impeccable record when it comes to penalties.
So a fourth of the penalties he faces.
Yeah, that's at least 25 to 30% of the penalties he's faced. He is that good when it comes to penalties. I don't think this is something Arsenal would want to play for. But then again, it's a lottery. Anything can happen. But just that statistic, I thought it was important for everybody who's tuned in to know that. 10 out of 41 penalties Safonov has saved.
And can PSG get anything from this? Joao Neves. Dilly's on it, crosses into the box. Comes to nobody, a shot. And that's cleared. And Raya would hold on to that. And he should have done a lot better. And Arsenal are looking to stride forward. Can they get a goal? And the man is brought down. It will be a yellow card once again for Nuno Mendes.
Again, very, very clever, tactical foul there, because if Madueke had gone past it, it would have been a disaster.
117 minutes on the clock. And it looks like it's going to penalties. Pacho hauled Madueke to the floor like he was his child, and who he was dragging back into the house after he tried to escape. And Immortal is excited about something. Immortal, it's always on the Sporty Stock Exchange. Immortal, do you want to share the good news? They're still live on SportyFM 106.1 megahertz on your radio. We're live on location inside Arrows Lounge. And that would harmlessly hobble over the line. Mikel Arteta doing. He's looking to make history. Raymond, will he make history?
Well, I think that he's done his best for us now, and it would be hard to see him not win the Champions League. Arsenal have fought hard in this game. They've almost tried to stop everything PSG have thrown. It will be sad to see them lose via penalties because, I mean, if you look at both teams, PSG have played all the ball. They've enjoyed a lot of possession. They've attempted lots of chances. They've tried to create lots of chances, lots of attempts on goal, but it's not happened for them. I think that when games go like that, there's a slightest feeling that it could go the underdog's way or it could go the opponent's way. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. It will be sad not to see Arteta win because he's done so well this season. But again, Luis Enrique and his charges would have to answer lots of questions, possibly in that penalty shootout. Safanov, we all know his record when it comes to saving penalties. He has a huge reputation when it comes to saving penalties. So it could be interesting watching him and Raya being goalkeepers. All the players will be looking forward to actually see them to these penalty kicks. But I think that for Arteta, he'll be disappointed, but he hasn't disgraced himself in the Champions League final for me. I think that if they win it, full marks to him. But if they lose, I don't think he should be too disappointed.
120 minutes on the clock now. And can Arsenal get something in there? And Aburi Gyankama does brilliantly well. Can he get a ball? It's Zubimendi. Goes on the edge, finds Declan Rice. Arsenal with one last edge.
Take a shot.
Can they get one? Ball on the edge. It's Madueke. Dilly Dallies crosses into the box. A header in. Can Arsenal get a goal? Gyökeres, he shoots. Can he shoot? Gyökeres, he shoots. And that goes for a corner. And Arsenal fans are shouting goal as though they've heard something. What's the referee doing?
I think Arteta is saying that there was a handball there.
Nah, no, this is not a penalty.
Where's the handball? Why is it?
This is not a penalty.
I have no idea what game Arteta is watching, but
not in any universe.
I think in all fairness, this is probably going to go to, if Arsenal don't win here, it's going to go to penalties.
It will be a corner. Decisive moment for the Arsenal. Decisive moment for the Arsenal.
It could be here.
Could this be the moment?
It could be here.
Could Arsenal get anything from this one?
It could be here.
Across into the box. Header out by PSG. And he scores off and off. Who grabbed that? Ball in the air. Swivels in the box. A shot. Can they get a goal? And that was close. And do Arsenal have another corner? Oh, it's a goal kick.
It's a goal
kick. It will be a goal kick. And it looks like surely that should be that, Winston.
Yeah, that's it. It's the lottery of the shootout. This would be such a painful way to lose if Arsenal to lose this one.
And this is not what you want to see. Kobe Perry, you want to take views before we come to the penalty shootout.
All right, so at this point in time, I have only one prediction. Only one prediction. Hey, Charlie, they brought the bottle soon. Hey, Charlie, the generals, I hear someone saying Bottle FC, Bottle FC. Hey, Bottle FC. Hey, Charlie, what's all this? What's all this? Allow the Gunners to be in peace. Allow them to be in peace. I think that there are only two predictions. There are only two predictions that are winning so far. They said Arsenal was going to win on penalties. Funny enough, they are both operations managers for Aerospace. I don't know whether you guys saw the game ahead of time. They were the only ones who predicted that Arsenal will win a game on penalties. They are the only two predictions that we have so far. There are a lot of details going on there. I don't know. At this point in time, it's out of my hand. I don't believe in penalties. I honestly don't. I feel like penalties always favor the underdog. Penalties always favor the underdog. Now, I want to be like you when I grow up. Do you know why? Say, do you know why I want to be like you when I grow up? You are the calmest. You are the calmest, most smooth against supporter I have ever seen in my life. This man has been here doing against, just enjoying himself, ordering some food, some drinks, just enjoying the game and just hates watching, like calm, just enjoying some kebab, ordering food. I just realized that, like, you're just having the time of your life. Why are you so calm? What else you know you are doing against? How do you do it? How do you do this? Say.
Seriously, I'm not an against. I'm for Arsenal, and I'm believing that this penalty they are gonna pull out the match.
But there's a lot of panic. I mean, a lot of Arsenal fans. You can see them. There's a lot of panic. You are just so calm, cool under pressure. Like, how do you do this? Because I want to learn from you. Because there's a lot of pressure in Ghana, in Africa, and the world beyond. But you are so calm. A lot of people are complaining, coach, about the tactics, about the changes. You just keep on ordering food and ordering drinks. Just keep on ordering and ordering and ordering. Or that's your stress relief. Maybe that's your defense mechanism. That's how you release stress. Probably.
You see, you don't have to let the pressure of the game take a toll on you. So order, drink, enjoy the game, let the winner win. Whether Arsenal or PSG, still the celebration goes on.
All right, sir. Can you tell us your name?
My name is Alfred.
Okay, Mr. Alfred. The only lesson I've learned today, regardless of the pressure, keep on eating, keep on drinking, and enjoy the game. It's so simple. Regardless of the pressure of your team, just order food, buy drinks from Arrow's Lounge and Kitchen, enjoy yourself, enjoy the game, regardless of the pressure. Because whether you like it or yes, whoever wins, we will still party. We will party you. There's an after party. After the winner takes the cup, we will definitely party. We need to get back to the game. Some analysis from Eustace Niakwe and the General Kosi Fiaka on the penalties. And definitely we'll enjoy the game as well.
So Raymond and I were talking about the instructions to the goalkeepers and how every detail matters in these situations. But some people say, listen, it's a battle of wits as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Battle of wits. Goalkeepers would also have to bring their A games. Players would also have to make sure they do everything possible on the side of the look. Because see, football has evolved to the point where penalties are no longer lotteries. Okay, a lot of work goes into it. Coaches are studying players. Coaches are taking notes of how players take their kicks. Coaches are taking notes of where goalkeepers dive to when players are taking their kicks, whether they dive onto their weaker side or their stronger side. They use their stronger side to kick the ball, or they use their weaker side. They do all of those research going into games. So you see that all the goalkeepers have gone to their goalkeeping coaches to pick a few notes before going to save the penalties. And the players as well, they would have also been briefed on where to put the ball, where not to put the ball, where to put the ball. Remember Manchester United, Chelsea in the finals. A lot of work was done for the coach that time. That was the Israeli coach. What's his name? Avram Grant. Yes, a lot of research was done with regards to Edwin van der Sar, where he normally dives to and what he normally does when the ball is mid-air. So all the Chelsea players figured out that, look, there was one side they could hit the ball and Edwin van der Sar wouldn't be there. And once they kept going that way, Alex Ferguson found out that, look, Van der Sar has been found out. Only Anelka decided not to stick to the plan. John Terry was very spot on, but he hit the bar. He slipped. Okay, so, I mean, a lot of work has gone on when it comes to penalty kicks over the years. And this is not a lottery. Any team that wins, they would have worked for this.
Any team that wins, they would have worked for it. PSG win the first coin toss. So they choose to play this in front of their fans. Does this make any difference?
Well, psychologically, they won the toss, so they chose a side that favors them. The cheers will go for them. The boos will go against Arsenal. Put the Arsenal players under. It's the maximum the fans inside the Puskas Arena in Budapest can do. And it's going to go down to a battle of wits. Who wants it more? Who's more accurate? Who's better? And I'm sure these players must have taken hundreds of shots in training sessions before tonight. But this is where history will be written.
So it's Gonzalo Ramos with the first penalty.
And Raya will put some pressure on him. It's not on his line.
Can David Raya be the hero?
Presence,
Gonzalo Ramos. The Arsenal players can watch it. The Portuguese will look to put one past David Raya. Will he set the PSG team on their way? Will he set them up on their way? The pressure on Gonzalo Ramos. Will he score the first penalty? The referee's talking to both goalkeepers. Remember, we are still live right here at Arrow's Lounge. And David Raya can write his name in history. So can Sofanov. And it's Gonzalo Ramos about to take the first penalty. Raya is urging his people on. Gonzalo Ramos about to run up to this. Can the Portuguese striker score? And he does brilliantly. Fantastic penalty. Who takes the first one for Arsenal? But what a penalty.
That's very well taken, yeah.
Yeah.
Postage stamp, top corner.
That's almost a perfect penalty right
Yeah.
Victor Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres.
And he's one of the best penalty takers for Arsenal. You look at his career record. I think Victor Gyökeres is favorite to score this penalty. He's going to go for power.
I expect him to score.
And Gyökeres scores brilliantly. Good penalty. 2 good penalties so far, Eustace.
Yeah. At the highest level, you'd expect the best of kicks. Technique was great, power was great. And you think that even if Safonov spotted the direction, he wouldn't have been able to do anything about it. Stayed on his line all the way, but got sent the wrong way. Excellent body language, Victor Gyökeres. And that's exactly the psyche his team needs to start off the penalty.
And it will be Desiree Doué. Desiree Doué. Roll it with Demirifa Doué for PSG. As Desiree Doué lines up. Desiree Doué runs up. Can he score? And he scores.
It looks like all 3 penalties have all gone the same way. All 3 penalties to the right. It means what? It means the keeper will go. It means one of the next movements of the keeper will be on his left. Somebody will have to go there.
And Eze up next. Eberechi Eze up next. The man from South London, Arsenal fan growing up. Eberechi Eze. 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 And he misses.
How do you take a penalty with
Aburi
uncertainty? How do you take a penalty with so much uncertainty?
Oh my goodness.
There was a break in the run-up.
Eze misses.
And he's the first one. He's the first one to go the opposite way. He's the first one to go the opposite way. And the Arsenal fans just know it. They know that just might come back to cost them this title. My, what a big
I think he
miss.
was waiting to see the movement of Safonov.
He's the first one to go the opposite way.
Look, you need to get it on target at least. Get it on target. Let the goalkeeper force the goalkeeper to make the save. But when you play a penalty off target, Nuno Mendes.
Looks like Nuno Mendes. Oh, and it's also been saved. David Raya comes up trumps. Arsenal are
And
in
it's
this
back
one.
on level terms.
Arsenal are still in this one. He didn't look very confident walking up. He didn't look very confident at all. The Portuguese.
What a save from Raya.
The Portuguese.
I think he was so sure of the direction.
He didn't look very confident. And I told you, somebody's going to have to go to the left. And Raya is the one that's gone there. Kepa Arrizabalaga, who's used to being in these positions right here. My. Such terrible penalties have followed such great ones. The advantage still lies with Arsenal if they score this one.
Rice versus Safonov. Declan Rice is going to have power in his boots. And yes, Declan Rice.
And Declan Rice makes no mistake. Look, if Arsenal are to win this one, Declan Rice will have a lot to do with it. Sofanov's positioning, absolutely terrible. Didn't know what was going to happen.
I think it was off his line. If he had saved that, there would have been a replay.
The pattern has completely changed. I don't know if Hakimi doesn't score here,
I think
there's going to
Hakimi
be
is going to
issues.
score. He has a great record at penalties.
If Hakimi doesn't score here, there are going to be
Akram
issues.
Hakimi. He's going to score.
High pressure penalty.
He's going to score. He does
And
score.
you can tell he has been here before. You can tell he has been here before. The captain steps up at a very crucial moment. Pressure is back on Arsenal. If Arsenal miss another one, you get the feeling that it might be over. Arsenal need to score here.
They don't have Bukayo Saka. He's been substituted.
Arsenal need to score here. Who's going to step up? This is a battle of nerves. Who can hold their nerve? And who can be counted as the man of the hour? Gabriel Martinelli. A man who has been called up to the Brazilian squad. What can he do? Gabriel Martinelli finds the back of the net with ease. With ease. And you get a feeling that's why he was brought on.
Well, yeah, that's one of his many attributes.
Look, Arsenal riding their luck. Pressure back on PSG. If they miss this one, you get a feeling Arsenal will be winning their first ever UCL title. Could this be history? Could this be history? Are there Arsenal fans in the building? Are there Arsenal fans in the building? Could this be history? He didn't look very confident putting that one down. I don't know. I don't know. This could be crucial. And he finds the back of the net.
The penalty kick is as clean as his haircut. Smooth. I mean, just place it like a dagger in the lower part of the goal. There's no stopping that.
Nuno Mendes will be kicking himself right because he has put his team in this position.
This is going to be a big one because Gabriel is stepping forward. And when defenders take these opportunities,
the big man for the big occasion.
You are not too sure.
The big man for the big occasion.
Gabriel.
The big man for the big occasion. Will he be the man? Will he be the man
to keep Arsenal in the
to keep Arsenal in it? I believe he scores this one. I believe he scores this one.
Arsene Wenger is looking on.
Arsene Wenger on the edge of his seat.
Luis Figo is looking on.
I believe he scores this one. Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Magalhaes. What can he do?
PSG!
Oh!
PSG!
And PSG! Go
PSG
back!
the title!
Go PSG! Back!
PSG!
PSG have done the impossible. PSG have gone back to back. Heartbreak for Arsenal.
Paris Saint-Germain! Paris Saint-Germain!
Heartbreak for the Arsenal.
Paris Saint-Germain!
What a heartbreaking way to go out. What a heartbreaking way to go out.
I did say
on
that
penalties.
And I did say that without Bukayo Saka, they were short.
Oh my goodness.
Penalties. But Gabriel
Magalhaes, one of their best players this season, has been their undoing. PSG have done it. They're only the second team to go back-to-back in the Champions League.
I beg you, nobody's going home.
What a colossal collapse.
Is going to turn the party up here tonight.
A true
but Charlie, let's talk to them before we carry on. Please, no escape, no escape, no escape, no escape, please, no escape. Ah!
My.
PSG.
My.
I told you.
Not today.
Mikel Arteta looks to the heavens.
They are bottleless. They are bottled.
Go and bring your bottle. Come with your bottle. Go for 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 your bottle. Give him the 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 bottle. Yeah. The bottlers have done it again. Whoa. It's one. This is a terrible penalty. Terrible penalty. Terrible penalty.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the party's just about to get started. Up here inside Arrows Lounge, MC Kobe Perry is going to turn us up right now.
Wow.
Hello. DJ is on the ones and twos right now. DJ, turn the party up right now. Turn the party up right now. Sound. Echo. Forward. People said I will cry. Raymond Yamada. You told us. The only trophy to win. Come on. Yeah. Hey, big shots going out to the CEO, OMJ. We celebrate you, OMJ. We celebrate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, OMJ. Mr. Joseph Mensah, big shots going out to you. Not today. We will drink their tears. We are drinking their tears. For here, you can't decide to play defense for 80 minutes and go and win a cup. You don't want to play ball. You will play defense and win cup. Hey, sir. Yeah, boy. Sing forward. It's a party. We have an after party. Don't go home. We have an after party right here. It's a party right here. Arrows Lounge and Bar. Yeah, boy. Say. Big shots going out to the CEO, Mr. OMJ. Boss, thank you. We appreciate you so much. We look forward to doing this again. We have to do it again and again. You have a perfect place, perfect weather, perfect ambience. We'll enjoy it. Sir, any words for the fans who came to watch the game?
Well, I can't thank them so much. All I want to say is that I thank them for coming. But the night is still young. The DJs are ready. And the party still lives on. I checked the weather at Budapest and it's between 17 degrees to 24. I checked that of Aburi and it's within 19 to 25, which means if you strike the balance, the weather, you can still feel the vibe at Budapest. So the party continues. Thank you.
The party continues right here, Arrows Lounge and Kitchen. We're about to enjoy ourselves. The PSG fans and our game supporters union who are still here, we will still enjoy. Some of the Arsenal fans, whether win or lose, they will still party. So we'll still party together, get some drinks, get some food. Let's enjoy. DJ, take it away.